Car Life podcast by Kodadama. I am your host, Paul. And on this week's episode, we have a good friend of mine, TJ. He's the creator of the media outlet Crate Street, builder of a rear-wheel drive STI, and someone I feel like I share a lot of similar passions with, both in ideology and in car building and in brand building and the sensibilities. And we dive into all of that, a lot more things that we probably shouldn't have delved into, like Miranda Cosgrove and someone who almost tried to assassinate her, why Jason loves feet, all sorts of crazy shit. But messenger said, podcast. And he said, when? I said, whenever you're free. Figured it out, within a couple of days. He was over my house, brought over 9,000 bottles of soju. So we toasted, talked about cars, talked about life, talked about Miranda Cosgrove, talked about feet, all the real important things in life. So give it a listen, enjoy. As far as the site, I have completely run out of my back catalog of shit. I've gone through some new stuff. I'm going to New York this weekend, so I'll be able to create some new content with that, and hoping to bang out a few features, a few photo shoots, get some stuff for the long winter months. And then I'll try to fill in some stuff from travel over the winter, what travel we can do during COVID and that whole horror show. So really hoping that I can ramp up my coverage and ramp up my posting on the website throughout the next coming weeks and months, and not have it slow down despite the weather. So without further rambling, our interview with TJ.
Since the car that was supposed to replace it is not available, and then the other car, I backed out of it.
So you're gonna finish it?
Yeah, I have to finish it.
I'm proud of you.
Which car did you
I know.
back
I
out
figured you
of?
love it. The BRZ.
Wow.
Yeah, we were supposed to be,
Twins.
I know. Well, it was black.
Triplets.
Yo,
Yes.
if y'all gonna talk, you gotta get up on that mic. You just start making out and shit.
Triplets.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh,
Touch-
sorry.
touch
That was a little
lips.
loud.
Yeah, it was a little loud.
Sorry.
You can just touch his lips, like, real quick with your lips. It's for his OnlyFans. I gotta subscribe to that.
I'm
Send me
not
a
gonna
link.
lie though.
Dude, it's all feet
I
pics.
feel like
Fuck yeah.
if Jason gets a couple more shots, he might have to start kissing people.
Oh, dude, I brought 6 bottles for a reason.
Are we going to take the first shot?
Let's take
Oh
the
yeah,
first
this
shot.
is actually, it's so inconsistent. Sorry, I'm terrible at
Salud.
You guys just poured it to the top.
Is that? Oh well, we could have.
Welcome to the Car Life podcast. Been recording for the past minute or so.
Oh,
Don't
That's
worry,
why
I
you do-
stopped recording. I
Okay.
started recording after that first thing.
Yeah. Let's not put that out there at all. I need my job.
So, if I assume I'm going to make an intro to this. So, assuming I have made it to the intro, but just in case, I am here with a guest, special guest. We also have Jason and Jing here. They're sharing a mic. It's
They're
adorable.
special. Very
But
special.
We're
state
making out tonight.
your name, occupation, and what you drive.
I'm TJ, known as J Spec, owner of Crate Street. I drive a Forester. Do I really want to talk about my job?
I mean, you just like a very vague idea of what you do.
All right. Well,
Just
I'm a fake engineer. I'll tell you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fake engineer.
Word.
But
Other than that Forester, what do you got?
well, my rear-wheel drive STI.
Yeah.
That was lightly mentioned in the last pod. Thanks to you guys.
Yes.
Bug eye, blob eye, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Fuck yeah.
I like the blob eye more though. It's got one grill. That's why.
Stock for stock, I think I prefer the Hawkeye. But with like aggressive arrow, I think I prefer the blob eye. And with weird arrow, I prefer the bug eye.
Define weird arrow.
Like full like June Hyper Lemon.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. They have the better bumpers.
Yeah.
They
Oh
don't
yeah,
have-
they have so many cooler.
They don't have shit for Hawkeyes in terms of like cool bumpers. Well, they have like the mature bumper and like Voltex, but I mean, that's like all over Instagram now. So
I feel like Zenki everything always has better aero except every car I've ever bought.
I went way too heavy with the soju because I was laughing.
That's a good thing to do.
That's okay.
Yeah,
you
hook
pour
me
the
up.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it up. We're drinking soju out of espresso cups because
Yeah, 'cause
I couldn't find shot glasses.
We're super fancy today.
Yeah, pinky's out.
Super fancy.
Pinky's out. So yeah, we touched on a lot of things. You know, owner of Crate Street, blog, lifestyle company.
Yeah.
You have a corgi.
I have a corgi, Jensen, that homie, the
Yeah.
little homie. I should have brought him today,
You should have.
but I figured he would never leave if that was the case.
He probably wouldn't. I would have abducted him. 10 out of 10.
Well, I knew that was gonna happen. That's why you haven't met him yet. Every show, you want to talk about like getting people's attentions, mostly dudes. Chicks
yeah.
are kind of like, whatever. You want to get dudes' attentions, dude? Get a lower dog,
Oh yeah.
like a dachshund or a corgi.
The,
for
the,
sure.
the girls go, oh, it's so cute, and they keep moving, but the dudes are like, yo.
Dude, I need him. All right, leave him. Whatever. It's like the car game, right? You, like people build cars and like thinking they're gonna get chicks. No, you just
No,
get a
no
bunch of
one
dudes.
thinks that.
Oh, there was like a 20-minute conversation on one of the podcast episodes, either mine or somebody else's, where actually it might have been a friend's, and he's like, dude, you're triggered, aren't you? I was like, yeah, maybe that's the reason why I started this, and I was told something completely different because no chicks. Fucking no chicks. That sucks. So,
Hey.
Oh, strawberry. Was it grapefruit?
this one is grapefruit.
Oh,
Did you take yours already?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, I guess,
Wow, look at you.
I guess you
so
gotta
eager.
drink another one. Pour it up.
I guess I'm
Wait.
drinking another one.
Pour it up. Drink it.
So,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things to talk about, a lot of things I want to touch on, but let's start from the beginning. Like, where did your automotive passion sort of bud from? Were you into it as a kid?
Yeah. It started with monster trucks of all things.
Hell yeah.
So I was born in Hawaii. I lived there for like 8 years. And the only thing that I really remembered like vividly was going to this monster truck rally. And my dad somehow got like the info or like the 411 that, you know, what port they're coming from. So I saw them for the first time. Went to this monster truck rally, super small. And of course, Gravedigger, which is like popular with everybody. That was my shit.
Hell yeah.
Something that was loud, and I was just addicted, right? So over time, it was like anything that was loud, anything that was like really unique, that was something I wanted, but I didn't understand it. It wasn't until I'd say maybe 5th or 6th grade was when I got introduced to the JDM culture. My uncle had this Starlet.
Yeah.
Slowest thing ever. It was like, yeah, it was like super clean
Like
though.
a KP61?
Yeah, a
Word.
yellow one, like
Hell
the
yeah.
cleanest thing ever. I'm like,
That's
all right.
that's Hawaii as fuck. Old
Well,
Toyota.
this was in Massachusetts.
Oh, it was in
So-
Mass?
Yeah. So
Oh,
that,
shit.
so I moved out of Hawaii when I was 8, and then I moved into Massachusetts when I was like, I don't know, 10-ish,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Well, I went to a few different states after that, but my uncle has a Starlet, and then he hands me this DVD, and it was my first best motoring
Oh,
ever.
word.
And it was a blue Evo 6 on it. And we couldn't play it because I didn't have a DVD player that was compatible. So it was that fucking old, right? So I was like, well, I'm just gonna look at the cover. I don't know what the hell this thing is, but it looks sick. And eventually, I think that's when I got my first PlayStation. I think it was like the PS2 or something like that. And it read it for a little bit and then fucking stopped. So I got like the intro, and that was it. I was like, what the fuck, dudes, right? And so my uncle built this computer, and then I started watching it on there. That's where all drifting, all that shit. Like I was just, yeah, mind blown.
I mean, that's a real trial by fire. Not a lot of people get exposed to car culture through, you know, best motoring and option DVDs
Yeah.
and shit at that age.
Yeah, and then I mean it was little bits here too, like with magazines at you know, the supermarket and stuff like that. When I got my first Honda tuning and Super Street, import tuners, all that stuff. Sport compact car obviously was like at its peak. So I collected a bunch of that stuff. I still have it. I still have some at my mom's house. My best friend has some. He brought it to San Diego with him. Just shoe boxes of just car magazines, and Yeah, huge collection. And then it wasn't. I mean, car culture back then wasn't like huge, but if you saw an import, it was like baby blue, like an Accord or something, with like Team Dynamics wheels. And I was like,
Wings West kit.
yeah, it's like, yeah, that's sick, but I don't know if I want to build a Honda. You know what I mean? So, but 34s and all that shit. I was like, yeah, I really want to buy one of those one day. You want to get older, and it's like, yeah, not yet. Fucking expensive. No thanks. But
More expensive then, expensive now, expensive forever.
yeah, for sure.
Now's the time to buy, which is unfortunate because they're closing in on 6 figures for the average one.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever own a 34. I'll probably buy a GT3 before that.
Probably buy a R34 GTT for like 50 grand in a couple of years when they're legal.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That's insane. No.
that is pretty insane.
I'll go
Costs more than a brand new GTR.
The real power play, buy that 34 GTT coupe and then find like a totaled R32 GTR in the States and just make
That's yeah.
poor
yeah,
man's GTR.
You could do
That
that.
is a lot of work, though.
Somebody's gonna do it.
I know. So
Any guesses on who? It's got to be some YouTuber.
yeah, nah, I feel like
Yeah,
I feel
with
like,
that YouTube
no.
money, they're gonna be buying them
I
just
feel-
as they are.
Well, yeah, some of the YouTubers already bought their GTR 34s and just waiting
Yeah.
for it to be legal, which is kind of fucked. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do for an S15 if you want one. Is buy it right now and put it in a
See,
container in Japan.
I'm hoping. Well,
Just
I mean,
leave it there.
sucks because everybody wants one now. Because I was like, yeah, everyone's gonna go buy a 34. I want to go buy, S15. Well,
30 grand.
yeah, I'll pay that. I'll cap off at that though. But I tell people, I was like, well, it's not gonna be a garage queen either. I'll push that thing into a wall. It's gonna look sick.
I mean, you better have an agreed upon insurance policy for that thing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's a 25-year-old Nissan coupe. Like, I'll give you $3 grand.
It's an S13
Fuck
hatch.
off.
Just got a conversion on it. That's what it is.
It's a Maxima,
Yeah.
like every other illegally imported Nissan. So, back to the best motoring DVDs and all that. So that spawned your first car.
The first car was kind of an accident, actually. So I was like really, really into collecting shoes. Like Nike
Hell yeah.
SBs were like my shit.
Hell yeah.
So when I get into something, I'm like 100% fully into it. Like don't care about anybody, just whatever, right? And I sold all my shoes and was like, well, I need a means of transportation. I can't keep getting, just walking. Because I was walking home from an ex-girlfriend's house. I think it was like 9 or 10 o'clock. I was living in Lynn at the time, and I got jumped from my phone.
Damn. Yo, fuck that.
But I was more,
Wait,
I
what?
was actually more afraid of my mom finding out that my phone got stolen. So I went back to go get my phone. I fought the guys.
Yo,
So I fought the guys for my phone, and the dude, one of his friends was like pointing something at me, and his friend was like, shoot him. So I could have died. It was a cap gun. They were trying to intimidate me.
Oh, what a dickhead.
But I was just like, nah, my mom is going to kick my ass if I don't get my fucking iPhone back. So I need to get my phone
Fear your
back.
mom more than death.
Yeah,
so
so
it's
I,
an iPhone, it's not an Android.
yeah,
I
iPhone.
see.
This is like 3G, dude. It was,
Was like what, like iPhone
That was like
2?
right when they came out.
I don't know. It was old as hell. I just I was like, dude, I
Came out,
need
which
my
was
phone
like,
back.
Yo,
So I'm like beating this dude's face in and like yelling for help, and the neighbor's like, fucking stop. I'm like, he's got my phone. I need it. Luckily, one of my friends drives by, and he knew them, and he goes, oh my God, those are my cousins. I'm so sorry. What? So I got my phone back, and I just walked home. But yeah, after that, I was like, yeah, I need a car.
I mean,
So-
you needed a car because you couldn't be creasing those shoes walking all over the place.
Oh, dude, I didn't care about that, though. I collected them, but I was like, whatever. I mean, I made good money off of them. I'll use them, and I got photos, put it on Tumblr, all that stuff. And then I was like, yeah, I think I want to buy an S chassis.
Hell yeah.
And then I realized how much they were. I'm like, well, can't buy an S chassis. So then a friend of mine, her brother was selling that EK. So I had this, well, he had a like stock height. It was on Fat Fives and like a Midori green hood. It was like kind of a piece of shit. But it was an EK hatch. And I was like, okay, cool. It had a Type R swap in it. So it was a B18 C5 or 96 spec Type R motor. Or is it a C1? I don't remember.
C5 is the Integra Type R motor.
Yeah.
And then the 16 would be the...
Yeah, it wasn't a
E-Cannon.
B16.
Okay.
It was a 96 Integra Type R motor, so
Hell yeah.
trans and everything, but it was kind of sketcy. So I
They
was like,
all are. Especially if
okay.
you're buying it up around Lynn.
Yeah. So I paid the kid for the car.
Lynn's where Civics go to die. And be
Lynn,
never seen again.
Lawrence, Lowell, Chelsea.
If it begins with an L, you're going to take an L.
That is true. Don't ask us how we know this stuff. Yeah, so I buy that car, bring it back, pretty much like tear apart the interior. I didn't know shit about shit, like building cars or nothing. Didn't have proper tools for anything. I just, started tearing into it. Dude, I didn't know how to take off the tow hook. Like, they bolted this thing on as if that was like the most important thing on the car. Like, could not get it off the car for the life of me. But pretty much refreshed it and just wanted the car to be as low as possible and as loud as possible. So
Hell yeah.
I bought a Spec 2 catless, and it was just really dumb. But before I could put it on, the motor blew up.
Perfect.
No.
So I drove it.
How'd you break a Honda?
I don't know. I was driving it to work and it just lost compression, dude. I shit you not. I was like, why is it smoking? Oh, so I got it to work and I didn't want to call a tow truck. So I decided to drive from Burlington back to my house on pretty much a blown head gasket, and it was fucked.
How long of a drive is that?
30 minutes
Oh, jeez.
or so.
God.
In traffic. It was probably like an hour. I was smoking up the highway. I'm like, this is stupid, but I need to get the car home. It barely made it home. And then we took off the head, replaced the head gasket, went to start it. It was fine. And then I never checked the head. It was warped. I found this all out later. I never checked the head. And then, we decided to just pull that thing, put a single cam in there, and I actually had the most fun in that thing ever.
A little single jingle.
Yeah, dude, it was like a Y7 out
Hell
of
yeah,
some
dude.
like junkyard car that had no top, and the dude was like, "Yeah, I could show you if it still works." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So he sends a video of him bombing it down the street in no roof on a coupe, just an EX coupe, just fucking gunning it. I'm like, what?
Well, that's the reliability of a Honda, right?
I know we can get a cheap D16Y7 if you want to relive the old glory days.
I thought about it.
Throw it in the Subaru.
No, it'll be reliable, It won't leak in your driveway.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that thing was cool. So that was like,
You see,
Type R
I said
interior.
if it's gonna leak, and then I see that you parked in the street.
Did you
so
tell
I
them
see
that too?
you don't trust your own whip. They know.
He goes, if it leaks, don't park it in my driveway. I'm like, oh, so I drive a Subaru, suddenly everything leaks, huh? I'm like, yeah, a little offended.
I mean, I had a Subaru.
But
was
it
3
leaks,
years
so it
old.
parked out there.
I had a Subaru. It was 3 years old, and it also leaked. So trust me, I know about these things.
Oh, that's right. You had a VA.
Yeah, I missed that car.
Do you? Do you?
Yeah,
really?
a lot.
I wanted to buy one.
I want to get an STI.
You had a Rex?
Yeah,
How'd you like that? Because I never drove one.
I liked it
know
a
I
lot.
lied. Maybe I did. I don't remember.
I liked all. I kept the stock motor. Put 40,000 miles on it in a year. But the only issue I ever had with it is I kept breaking exhaust hangers, and
That's a thing?
it was a thing for me.
What the hell? All right. I learned something
I drove
every day.
I drove the
Never
thing
had issues
recklessly.
like that.
It was low, and I drove it recklessly. So, but that and it ate like a quart of oil between every
that's
quart and a half
typical.
between every oil change, which is it's typical shit. And there was one other small issue I had with the car. Oh yeah, the battery just instantly shit the bed. I had the car for like a week, and the battery was done. And I was like, this car is 2 years old.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's actually pretty typical. I've 1, 2, 3 VAs that are friends of mine's where, yeah, their batteries just...
Those OEM batteries
Dude,
are
Walmart
trash.
batteries are fucking...
Can confirm.
That's what
Subaru
I
batteries
replaced it with a
suck.
AAA battery.
There you go.
Yes, I had battery issues.
Yeah, it
before,
was
too.
it was real great having to bump start the car in downtown Philly for a whole weekend.
All right. I wish I was there for that. That sounds sick. Yeah, the car looks cool, but it starts like... You got to crank start it? Yeah, battery issues on all Subarus.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone through 3 in the GD, so...
Why are you buying OEM batteries? Are you throwing the old ones into the ocean?
Yeah.
Recharge the eels.
Yeah, we have like, a little meeting. Recharge the eels. You're stupid. Wow, that's a new one.
So anywho, D series swap.
Yeah. VTEC didn't work.
Does it even have VTEC?
The Y7s did.
Do they?
Yeah.
Damn.
It will never hit though, not like a B series or a K. That was my first swap. My friends helped me put that together. John, George, this is when like Track Stars days. So we were in this car club, or we started this car club.
What year is this?
2010.
What?
So that's when I found out about like Wrong Foot McCrew and like Junk House. Well, actually, no, they weren't Junk House. It was all Risky Devil and them.
It was Junk House before Risky Devils, I think.
I thought it was the other way around.
I don't know.
But I just remember all like the Chicago street stuff was just flooding my brain. I'm like, man, I don't know why I'm building a Honda, but let me see if I can emulate that style.
Yeah, but Matt of them had Civics too and shit.
I only saw one Type R.
I think it was Chubb. He had a ITR.
The yellow one?
It was white.
Oh, I never saw that
I
then.
think. Maybe I
See,
could have just blatantly lied. I don't know, but I remember seeing one of them had a white ITR. I remember, and I think another one had an EK.
Maybe it was Fish, because that dude's got a lot of cars.
That dude's got too much money.
Yeah. I need some of that money. You see him on Hoonigan?
No,
Dude, he showed his collection. Ridiculous.
I follow him on Instagram. This is a new car every week.
Well, he bought that Volkswagen I saw at Wolfsgard last year, the year before.
Which one?
Some Golf. I don't know. I don't know anything about Volkswagen.
He has
know
like 35 Golfs. This is so undescriptive.
Fuck. No, I'm dumb, guys. You watch all the followers on Crazy Street just go.
I mean, who the fuck cares about Volkswagens, really?
I kind of do. They're sick.
Man.
I just don't know about them.
You
O2
don't wanna
sensors,
know.
what?
You don't want to know about them.
Oh, you have one or had?
I've had experience. Never owned one.
I had a
lot of
couple.
That's why he has
experience.
a Fit now.
I had a couple Volkswagens. Worst experience of my life.
Oh, that's right. You
My,
had
my sister has a Beetle right now too. So
Is it slammed?
my sister's?
Yeah.
No, it's on Lowering Springs. Lowering Springs and Cast Road one.
Just bag it and never tell her.
I want to, and she kind of wants to too, but I know she'll total that shit if she bags it.
She never airs up.
No, she's gonna either air the thing out with the wheels cut and blow the fenders out, or she's gonna drive away, air it out.
I've tried to drive a car away aired out because I totally forgot. Didn't work out too well. I might have broken some shit. I mean, I was like, oh, the e-brake's still up. No, I just drove through it, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good.
I've done it on purpose.
Oh,
Yeah, to be cool.
in what?
Jetta,
How'd that work out?
wonderful. It was
Tell me,
loud.
was it like a limbo contest or something?
No, it was just. I thought it was being funny.
Oh, well, it's a Jetta.
I used to park by just like putting it in neutral and just airing it out.
Dude, I never thought of that.
Yeah, just ground to a halt.
Oh, I need to bag something again. If this thing wasn't such a rusty shitbox, I'd bag it already, but I need to find another one.
The Forester.
Yeah.
Wild. You should do it.
I want another SG, but I kind of want like an SF again, just because it looks kind of cool.
I
don't
like
know.
those a lot.
Thought about getting like a Legacy GT wagon as a daily too. but
Ooh,
Like an 05.
Yeah.
Fuck
those
yeah.
are sick.
Do it.
I just want a wagon, man. Once
Do
you
it. Do
daily
it
a wagon,
immediately.
Well, you could find me a clean one.
Would you do a manual swap?
I want to keep an auto,
Okay.
Gross.
All right.
dude. Traffic.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with an auto, but it's not a good auto.
It's like the 4-speed, right?
I don't know.
Actually, I think it is a 4-speed. I know the gen before was.
Yeah. I don't remember them making a lot of 5-speed autos during that time.
Again, I know nothing
Anyway.
about nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck a 5-speed auto.
We keep getting sidetracked. I don't
Yeah.
know what we were talking about.
This is gonna be the tangential episode.
Yeah, right.
We're talking about your
Oh.
early car ownership.
And Risky Devils and
Oh yeah, so the hatch was basically, actually all the cars I build now, it's supposed to be, look and feel like a 240, but it's not. If that makes
how the
any
fuck do you
sense.
make an EK feel like a 240?
Dude, just slam it on its face and make it loud. It was never meant to be fast. I knew how slow that thing was. I'm like, yeah, this thing, I'm just gonna dump it, right?
I mean,
So-
that was 2010 as fuck.
Yeah.
Just max the coils out, start cutting
Dude, I
cutting
was
coils,
on,
moving helper springs.
what the fuck was that? Oh, it was on function form type 2s. And I was like, yeah, those are rad. They were ass.
Hell yeah.
Dude, those coilovers were ass. But it had like the Function 7, like lower control arms and all that stuff, all the shiny stuff.
You have
And,
like the Beaks bar in the rear.
did I have a Beaks bar on it? No, it was just the ASR subframe brace. And like
Damn,
I
you
never,
missed out.
yeah, I never did the Beaks bar. I never put a sway bar on it. So I had everything for it, but I never put a sway bar on it. And I was like, yeah, it looks sick. Doesn't do anything.
Did you ever actually drive an EK in 2010 if you didn't beat your car on your Beaks bar?
That is true, dude. That was like everybody around. That was sick too. But yeah, that was that. And then I bought an RSX after that for like 12 grand. It was super clean though.
Type S?
Yeah,
Bad.
couldn't buy a base model. Couldn't do it.
Was it a facelift or a pre-facelift?
Pre-facelift.
So it was slow.
Slow?
Yeah.
Probably. Well, my best friend went to take it for a test drive, and he rips it up the street, and he goes, "It made a loud clunking noise in second."
Perfect.
Broke the motor mount. Notorious for that, because
I
I
thought-
did it with the EK too.
I thought it was going to be the notorious performance Honda gear grind.
No, that transmission actually held up fine.
Well, it doesn't matter
Surprisingly.
how well it held up. It's just every fast Honda always grinds second.
Oh, so it
at
was
some
definitely-
point in its life.
Yeah, so it was definitely slow then, because that transmission was perfect. Absolutely perfect. But got rid of that, and then what did I buy after that?
I mean, did you do anything with it?
No, not really. I
Lame.
just kind of drove it and actually parted it out, if anything. I was like, I
You
got
part
bored
out
of
a $12,000 car.
it. Yeah. I mean, it was a nice car. I just
Damn, you
I
make too
got
much
bored of
money.
it. Too much money, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, totally rich, dude. I'm on Forbes. But I got rid of that and then bought Nikkei Coupe. So it was that coral color, that peach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got that for like,
crazy.
yeah, I got it for cheap. It was like $1,000 or something like that.
Damn.
And then I did my first wire tuck on that, and then never finished the car because I had an opportunity to buy my first car back.
Oh word.
Yeah.
What?
So I sold it, and then it was like maybe 2 years or something like that. Someone tags me and it goes, "Yo, that thing's still alive." I'm like, "Where is it?" Lawrence.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Well, it got pushed in by an F-150.
Oh my god.
And I was like, dude, I'm just going to cut it up and make it like a drag car, right? It's like, just do an SFWD car, just go fucking race. Bought it, and it sat there for a little bit. I was like, wow, I really need a daily. That's when I found my STI. Then
Hell
that
yeah.
got, I gave that shell to a friend of mine, and then I started to mod the STI a little bit, and I was hooked. And that was like, actually, as of this year, 7 years of ownership, I think. 6 or
Damn.
7.
Oh, I've had the thing for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was
And
a
it's
long
been
time,
down
but I
for
didn't know it
2
was that
years.
long.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
2 years.
2 years since it's been down.
Oh shit.
Well, it was down, and then it drove for a little bit. I made one pass at IFO. It was an 8-mile pass because it rained, which sucks, so I don't know how fast it went. Like, really. And then I went driving Thanksgiving morning. It was like 15 degrees that day. And I did, well, nobody was on the road. So where I live in Fitchburg, there was pretty much an empty highway. And right past the state troopers barracks, it's just a long straight. So I did a first to fifth, and that thing went from like 16 psi, which is what the boost controller was supposed to be at, and it shot to 25.
Hell yeah.
It was moving, but the motor didn't like it. So
I bet
that's
you was
what.
feeling the boost.
Oh yeah, it was great.
As long as it went out in glory.
Yeah,
this,
it was-
Was this 2017?
Yeah.
That like really cold Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I remember that day.
yeah, it was really really cold. But I
I'm
broke.
sure TJ remembers it pretty well too.
Oh yeah, dude, RE71Rs in that temperature,
Mint.
pretty good.
Mint.
I mean,
Try
I
that
broke
out
them
one
loose. But it was fine-ish at that time. And then a buddy of mine was like, "Oh, let me drive your car." So Hyro drives the car, and it felt a little weird in the passenger seat. I'm like, oh, I don't know. But he was just kind of like, he drives a little weird, but I don't think he broke it. So we get back to the house. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go take it for a spin just to see if something is wrong with it. So I try to launch the car,
Oh, what?
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, so I went to drive and I was like, yeah, it should be able to boost just fine, right?
Hell yeah.
My launch control
Perfect.
set at like 6,000.
Excellent.
So I'm letting that thing hang. And I'm like, all right, it's building boost. And I let it go. Nothing happens. I'm like, okay. I didn't just do a burnout or anything. I don't know why. It's just kind of, it usually breaks all four and it's fine. So I do it again. Nothing. I'm like, all right, something's wrong. I bring it back to the house and my oil filler cap, well, it's pissing smoke out of my catch can. I'm like, that's not good. Take the oil filler cap off and it's just spewing smoke. I was like, yeah, it's donezo. So, and then it was maybe 2 months after that is when I decided to just do the rear wheel drive thing. So I was like, screw it. I'm not going to buy an S chassis at this point. I love this thing too much. I can't get rid of it. The shell's really clean. Let's just do something stupid. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
I mean, that's how all great ideas start. It's tragedy.
Yep. And then like a bunch of other people did it too. They just welded their diffs, and I was like, oh man, I'll go drive with those guys. But now everybody's getting rid of their rear-wheel drive Subarus. So
I mean, there's only like one in the area.
I got a
No.
rear-wheel drive.
Well, one in the area that you
well,
want to
GD,
associate
Impreza.
with. Or no, those two. Those are the two red ones. There was Twans and another one.
There's another one.
Oh, there was another. Oh, it might have been
Red one
all-wheel
with-
drive.
I
But I
don't
remember
know.
there was another red one that looked kind of like Twans a few years ago.
Oh,
Wait, you talking about the one at Thompson that crashed?
That's
That's Twan.
I think it's sick.
there's somebody else. Well, there's Kyle's car. The
Oh, yeah, I
black
forgot
GD.
about that one. Yeah. I remember there used to be an Outback wagon with a Ford 302 in it.
What?
That thing was a pile of shit, dude.
That's-
It was like full gutted, no rear hatch. Like the dashboard was just a metal bar with like a cage closer zip tied to it. This is like Club Loose North.
I was gonna say that has Club Loose.
Oh
written
yeah,
all over it.
100%. That's what it was.
That's
I think I
crazy.
know what you're talking
Like the car was
about.
higher than stock because all the weight was taken out of it, but it was on like stock suspension.
So you're gonna jump it or drift it?
I mean,
Both.
drifting a Club Loose North is pretty much the same thing.
That is true. That's crazy. Thank God Lock City exists. All the style goes there.
What little we have.
Yeah, it'll grow.
I mean, we have some stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's
I'm being
starting to
negative.
really trickle down because people are starting to pay attention.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I've been paying attention. So I'm like, oh, cool, S chassis here, S chassis there. Oh,
Why don't you just get an S chassis? I mean,
will-
I want to see the STI built.
yeah.
So don't not build that to get an S chassis, but why don't you just get a fucking S chassis? All these
I
cars,
don't
you just
know,
never bought an
dude.
S chassis.
That's the thing. I like danced around it. I did everything else. I'm like, before the STI, I was supposed to be an Evo, but I couldn't find one that was clean enough until I bought the STI, and then a black one showed up, and I was like,
Well, that always happens, right?
pissed, because it was a 9 GSR, just perfect. I was like,
Oh, that's the stuff.
oh man. I was like, all right, whatever. But yeah, I don't know why. I want one really bad, but a part of me feels like if I do buy an S chassis, like the magic of like dreaming about it just kind of goes away.
I mean, I will tell you, it will be a case of don't meet your heroes. They're fun, but like if you're building it up this much in your head, it's not going to live
Yeah,
up.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, I'll just keep that in the corner, and then when I finally buy something, it'll be like probably an S15.
You can probably make it what you're dreaming it is, but
Yeah.
that's a lot of money.
Well, we can't take it when we die, right? Just spend it all. Screw it.
So what state is the STI in right now?
Well, I just moved.
What?
Yeah. So I was living in Fitchburg, and now I live in Lunenburg, which is like
Who?
who?
Where the fuck do you
Yo.
live?
Lunenburg.
I've never heard of that
Wait,
place my
hold
whole
on.
You
life.
could literally throw a rock over there. It's Frank Kardec.
Yeah,
Yeah, he lives there.
that's where he lives.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought
like
he lived in another
he's
town.
like 5 minutes from me.
I thought he lived in a town with a name that I've heard of before.
It's literally
Yo,
Lunenburg.
that shit sounds far because
Isn't that
I
the-
never
It's-
heard of it.
Deep, dude.
Isn't that the Zeppelin that went down? Like in
No, that's
like
the-
No, that's
Look-
Hindenburg.
Oh shit!
I mean, yes, it was the Lunenburg.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, you just move one town over.
Yeah, literally. So I just moved, and I need to move my car there. So it's exactly how I posted it earlier on Instagram. Motor's still out of it. Transmission is still out of it. It's just a rolling chassis. But I have everything. I just got to put it on.
Is the chassis done?
Pretty much.
Word.
I just moved the harness over. Like I moved the fuse box into the cabin because I just didn't want it hanging in the wheel well. ish area. I mean, there's just really no place to put it. But that was a pain in the ass. Never doing that again.
So what is done to it? Like, what have you done so far? What is the plan? Where's the direction?
So I tried to keep it as stock as possible. All I did was...
Which is hilarious that it's rear-wheel drive and stock as possible.
Well, I wanted to try to keep it reliable, right? Reliable in quotes.
Wait, Subaru and reliability? Huh.
I expect this motor to last one season, especially with the way I drive.
Did you swap this like a stock motor in, or?
Yeah.
Word.
Well, so this is so stupid. I bought a dual AVCS motor thinking it's going to work with my single AVS setup.
I have no idea what the fuck that means.
So basically, from 04 to 07, it was single AVCS. It's like this oil control, whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. I'm probably wrong. But the car's set up for single AVCS. The motor I bought, I drove down to New Jersey to buy from, oh shoot, what's his name? Another GD that drifts. It's LS Swap now. It's a black one.
I don't think I know that one.
I don't remember his name. Sorry, dude. But I went down there, picked up the motor, thinking I could just drop it in. I was just about there. I put new injectors on it, TGV deletes, cleaned up my intake manifold, everything, all the accessories, external wastegate, all that stuff, right? And then I was reading that the heads won't work unless I swap out my cams, rewire the harness from the dash forward, or swap out to single AVCS heads.
Perfect.
I'm like, well, this sucks. So I went and sent out my my single AVCS heads because I still have my old motor. I sent those out to a machine shop, PK Machine, Local S, which they do awesome work. Like really old dude, and he's just like, whatever. I guess I'll do it. He does it for me for like $300 or something, like super cheap. Got the buckets shaved, inspected everything, hot tank cleaned it, did all that stuff. Put it back together, and basically it's just going to be a stock motor.
Word.
So stock pistons, stock rods, all the crappy stuff, the stock oil pickup,
Perfect.
everything that's
you should probably do the oil pickup.
Dude, I should.
Or at least put a baffled pan in.
Yeah. I'll probably do the pickup, though. I mean, I think that's what fails first.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, especially drifting. I mean...
Oh, dude, I'm setting myself up for failure, for sure. For sure.
The motor's out, just put an oil pickup on.
Well, that's the thing. My buddy was like, hey, well, since you're doing that, you might as well just do pistons and rods. But I'm like, well, if I spend money on that, I might as well just put a 6-cylinder in there.
I mean, at this point, it's might as well. It's just put,
right.
But like, it will explode if you don't put the oil pickup on. So just do that.
Well, that's why I'm just kind of like, all right, I'll at least do that. But
yeah.
I wanted to just throw what I have in there now, so that way I can just go drive it, enjoy it for a little bit, and be like, all right, cool. And then when it really goes, I'll put a Jay-Z in it.
Chill.
That's if. Well, that was the plan. Jay-Z probably like
that really escalated right there.
Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to do that. I saw the dudes from Canada, the root beer Blobby.
Yeah.
I saw it at H2O, and then I saw it at First Class Fitment. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's it. I want it. I need it. Gotta have it done. So
do it. That'd be wild. Or like that RB powered. What's the gen between the VA and the GB? I can't remember the chassis.
The GR?
GR. Yeah.
The hatch, right?
Yeah, there was the white hatch
Oh, that
GR
one's
with
sick.
the RB.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
You ready for this?
Sick.
I hate that car.
Really? I
Yeah.
like the hatches.
I mean, it's a cool build.
Yeah, I just don't like how it looks.
Damn.
Really? I like how it looks. I like the hatch.
Dude,
I think that's really nice.
maybe I just hate like
The narrow body is just like but like the wider fenders and everything.
if it was stock like body, it'd be cool. Like stock STI body, like low WRX or something like that. He's got a JZ GR hatch. I saw that at Wicked Big Meat. He
I don't
just
know
built
that
an
car.
all-wheel drive one too.
I don't know that car.
I think he's from. No, I'll just assume Canada. I don't know where he's from, but I'll send you the videos of his.
Do you know Jim? I'm gonna butcher his last name because I've never actually heard his last name out loud. But Jim Cerami or Cerami CERAMI. He was from Wrong Fit McCrew. He had a blue GD. And he was like halfway through a 2J swap or 1J swap, AJZ swap.
Did he sell that car?
I think he still has it. It's just it hasn't been touched in a while. He moved out to the Pacific Northwest. I think the car's still in Jersey, or like what East Coast? Oh, he's from Philly, I think. I should know a lot more about where he lives, but I forget.
If it's the same car that I'm thinking of, that might have been in Florida, or might have been sold to somebody in Florida, unless I'm thinking of somebody else.
He might have sold it, but
yeah, because there's a white blob eye that's Jay-Z swap. It's all stanced. I don't know.
There's another white one that drifts too. It has like the crazy like livery on it.
From Arizona?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that car's gone now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
What
he's
happened?
building a GC. He crashed it.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think someone pushed in his front end.
Damn.
Mind you, it was a tube chassis car.
Yeah.
And pretty much totaled it. And then he parted that out, and Chris Powers started buying everything, and he had a GD, was in the middle of it, and then I guess he just lost motivation. He moved, bought an S chassis, an S13 coupe, and then parted that out. He just got rid of the shell. I was gonna buy his trailing arm setup. Converts it from trailing arm subframe setup for an R200, but I don't know.
I just had a thought. So you said that, like Risky Devils and stuff, and Chicago drifting was a big influence on you.
Huge.
Was the red Risky Devil GD have any influence on why you're rear-wheel drive swapping your car?
Well, clutch in 8.6, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think sick.
When I saw him drifting that, I'm like, that's odd.
I think it was
And
wild.
then he started building it. I'm like, oh, this is sick. And it just got better and better and better. And at one point, there was a photo of him at US Air. I think it was an S14 that was chasing him and like put it in his door. I'm like, that's it. You need to do that. And I think it was his car next to AJ's car. I don't know how, but it just looks like an IS300. His setup.
It is kind of styled like someone would style like a first gen IS.
It's the roof line.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm really
The
weird
black
with
roof
stuff like
as
that.
well.
Yeah, so I'm like really weird with stuff like that. If the roof is too tall of a car, I won't necessarily like consider that a drift car. Like, I don't know, I just think low roof lines just kind of follow suit with it. So I
That's
always
kind of
thought,
like any sporting vehicle.
yeah. So
a tall roof line does not equate to a sporting looking vehicle.
right, so when I saw like the Subaru drifting, I'm like, whatever. And then I looked at IS300s, I'm like, well, they're kind of the same. You just gotta slam it even more. But then geometry and all that stuff. So I mean, his car is huge influence of mine. But I mean, you got to give it up to the Team Orange guys too.
Oh yeah, I mean
The
that's
first.
without a doubt.
Holy shit, those guys.
Rear-wheel drive Evo 10s and shit too.
Yeah. Oh, Evo 10s, Evo 9s, everything. They're like, yeah, let's just change out the game a little bit. That's sick.
I think Jun built all those cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was on that. What episode was that? I heard that on your podcast with can't pronounce his name.
Thanasi.
Yes.
Yeah, I did an episode on history of Jun.
Yeah,
It's on
yeah.
the Money Shift podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to that at work.
Hell yeah.
Still can't pronounce his name.
You gonna listen to this at work?
Hell no, because I'm on it. I hate my voice, dude.
I hate my voice too.
That's
I don't
why
think anyone actually likes their voice.
Yeah.
You just get used to it.
I feel like I sound like I'm permanently drunk.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I just slur my way through life.
Paul's always lit. Always lit.
I think the issue is my tongue's too big for my mouth. So I'm always just like choking on myself, trying to have a
Pause.
conversation.
Hold on. What?
Whoa.
Oh.
All right. So onlyfans.com
Yeah.
/Paul.
Y'all want to see?
I mean, I'm
Actually, you're gonna go on Leaky Deakies, right?
Yo, actually, speaking of Jason and feet pics, I've honestly at one point I was like, yo, I really should just sell foot pics because it's the best kind of porn to get into.
Yeah. You don't see your
Make a
face.
lot of
Exactly. It's like anyone that's like, I know those feet. You're a psychopath. How the fuck recognizes someone with feet and you can instantly discredit them?
Dude, you're giving out the juice. This is
chill
for
out,
us.
Chill out.
I mean, this is what's funding my car.
Yo, for real.
Dude, it's great.
Side money, bro.
For real. Oh shit, I'm gonna get this sequential gearbox.
Dude, selling feet pics is where it's at. People get ravenous for that niche shit.
It's weird that people. Well, I mean, I guess it's not weird. I mean, people pretty much pay for anything, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, Jason, you know all about this, but like they
Yeah.
like, in the videos
What's
they
your
like
income looking
they
like?
want you to like
Bro.
they want like people like foot fetishists that want you to like step on stuff and like squish your toes around and things. Like
Wait,
that's a thing.
For real?
Yeah. Like step on an egg.
So what's
Like,
the
squish
weirdest
the
thing
egg.
you stepped on?
Just to be clear, I do not have a foot fetish.
This stuff like painting your
no, we're-
toes is a thing. Like and then like
Well,
like
that seems a little normal.
step like
But he
like it's
doesn't
like
do
it's like
toe videos. He watches toe videos.
Oh, you watch toe videos.
I mean it's like ASMR kind of like stepping a cake. You know, squish your feet around that shit. Like all different surfaces. Slide your feet around the sand.
I don't know. Man.
I mean, it's inconspicuous too, because you look like you just did like an Instagram influencer taking a picture of the beach, just sloshing your feet around in the sand. Everyone's like, "Yo, like they're making a
mean-
boomerang," but it's like, "No, I'm making porn money off my feet."
I guess I can understand.
Yo,
I can't understand the interest in feet like that. I mean, I'm sorry, Jason, I'm trying to relate to you, but I can't. But
Yeah, dude.
Don't have
Now-
a foot fetish.
the amount of money Jason spends on OnlyFans, he could buy a Ferrari right now.
Oh, dang.
Just to put it in perspective for you guys.
Dude, save that money.
that's
Maybe a
the
Ferrari.
only reason he does all these toge battles for money. It's just to pay it back to
Toge.
toge.
Get it?
Yeah.
Ah, I see what you did there.
That's why he loves the toe.
Yeah.
You're never gonna live this down.
Yeah. Sometimes I see him playing on that sim. He just busts the feet out for no reason, dude. It's wild.
He only drives with his big toe.
He just breaks those puppies loose, just unhinged, starts stomping on pedals and shit. It's crazy.
You gotta insert like that SpongeBob big toe thing. That's how he goes faster.
I need more speed.
The finesse. Break that big toe out. Show
We're
him
so
what's good.
stupid. It's great.
Every time you say bust those puppies out, Paul, I'm just like have the urge to like bark.
And that's a whole nother thing to talk about.
Bust those puppies out is hilarious. Hilarious.
I mean, the combo of barking and thinking about feet. I mean, that sounds real furry-ish. They have some sins to answer for.
Yeah, Jason.
So Jason's a
say?
furry. New rumor.
Oh god.
New rumor alert.
So we're like the
He's a
shade
furry
room for
dog.
cars now. Or car enthusiasts.
Jason sees a furry dog. Ugh.
That's gross.
Yo, complete tangent. But my uncle owns a farm in New Hampshire, and there's a group of furries that go there every year to go apple picking.
Really?
Yeah, I can show you pictures.
Is Jason there?
Yeah,
No.
Jason was the
Wait.
purple dog.
So
With like, it's weird because like his fursuit just doesn't have like the feet coverings. So it's just like bare feet stepping out of this dog, dude. It's crazy.
Jason, are you also into like dog toes as well? Since they're furry
Toe beans.
and their toes.
Dude,
This has gone too far.
This sounds like some shit you talk about at like H2O.
This is some shit we talk about.
I should have asked that when I was down there.
What?
Like this would have been hilarious. You know how many? I'm glad. Well, you should be glad that you didn't go this year.
Oh,
Terrible.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
It was awful,
Yeah.
awful. Like all.
Why did you go?
I thought it was gonna be sick. Total. That was it. I mean, I was on 94th, right? So I was
Yeah.
like down the street from the Beanery. So I would go there for breakfast and stuff like that. And we bumped into Panda and them. They were filming one of the movies with Schwa. We just saw their cars and we're like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. But it just, I don't know. The vibe wasn't really there. All the cool cars weren't really on the strip because they were afraid to get towed, which
Yeah, the cops are
sucks.
going crazy this year.
Yeah, they were spraying like some artificial shit. Like it's just some stench thing just to try to clear everybody out. Just wasn't fun. It wasn't like the year before. So
No, not at all.
no.
I mean, it's always a shit show, but it's like it was extra shitty this year.
It was worse. I mean, they were so if you drove past like 20th, well actually no, even further back from that, maybe like 30th or so, they directed you out across the bridge. So they were trying to force people off of the strip. So in order to get back is either U-turn, which is like a 2-hour wait, or drive around and wait 45 minutes to go back on the other bridge. It was terrible. But
You want to know the worst part about that weekend? Someone saw a wedding.
what?
Yes, I guess someone was getting married in Ocean City that year.
Oh,
They were like taking wedding photos and shit on the beach. Do you imagine living that life
poor soul.
of all the weekends?
Spending like hundreds of hours planning this wedding. And you're like, yo, this is gonna be the sickest
Yeah,
wedding
she gets blown up.
ever. and it's just like all these cars just start doing burnouts and stuff. You're like, yo, what the fuck?
That's the thing. It wasn't even that cool. Like, people were doing burnouts and stuff like that, but it was, it wasn't like all the shit that you see on YouTube or whatever. It just,
I mean, like, the thing that blows my mind about events like that is it's like, I mean, who's really that impressed by the burnout?
Dudes.
Are they just amazed that their car can do it? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, what's exciting about like an E36 with like a 2-inch contact patch doing a burnout? It's like that's just what it does.
Well,
trying to set off, you let the clutch out and it does it.
Yeah. It's that thrill, right? Like, do it in front of the cops. Oh, okay. Sure, you do that. I mean,
I love going down, but I'll never understand that.
I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't, tell people to do that, but I might have given away some T-shirts for that shit.
I might have seen that Facebook status
Yup.
or Instagram, whatever the fuck
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was on Instagram. Which, by the way, I came back and I tested negative. So.
I was gonna say I was gonna record. I wanted to record this
I-
like last week, but then I was like, I'm gonna make sure he doesn't have COVID first.
Well, I was gonna tell you. I was like, yeah, dude, I tested, negative. I'm good. Well, I had to because of work. So.
Oh, word,
I
yeah.
had no choice.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, I'm back. I'm fine. I didn't get COVID. There was a shit ton of people there.
Oh yeah.
Way more people than I thought it was gonna be.
Does
There.
this mean an ill COVID spike?
No, for sure. It was. Yeah.
Dude, imagine killing your aunts and uncles because like you wanted to wear a banana suit in a vacation town and commit crimes.
Dude, that didn't even happen. So that March.
I saw a lot
that
of banana suits.
Yeah, but they didn't meet up at the beanery, and they were. All right, get this. They wanted to meet up on 94th and walk to 30th.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, that's like
Sounds
6
far.
miles.
dude, what was wild last year is the March of the Bananas was like 1,000 of them, and they all got maced by the police. It was like a peaceful.
Spicy
this
bananas.
This sounds like the weirdest like protest, but like
Flavors.
they were marching peacefully, like down the street, just like being normal, and the cops just pulled up heavy and maced the piss out of them, dude. And then it was all hell broke loose, and it was just a riot of bananas. Everyone just started running randomly and shit, like
Yeah.
across the street, like people dodging cars and shit. Like it was like normal until the cops maced everybody, and then it was just a banana typhoon, dude.
Dude, it's
Can you
literally.
imagine trying to save your wedding that year? Right.
What happened? Spicy bananas fucked it all up.
A bunch of maced bananas were running around.
Like if the cars weren't bad enough, the bananas are just running everywhere. Just
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's basically spring break for car people, right? What it used to be. Now it's just spring break in the fall.
Spring break for takeover culture.
Well,
Pretty much.
Spring break for people with shitbox G35s and E36s and clapped out Mark IV Jettas.
Pretty much.
wait, wasn't the H2O meet like moved to a different location years
The actual
ago?
show.
The
is
actual
in-
show is in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they moved it, right?
Yeah,
Is that show like good?
no.
Oh.
I've heard people getting like their center cap stolen and shit. Like, it's like
Oh,
Atlantic City's all crackheads, dude. So it's like, what the fuck?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
But it was like in the casino, which is kind of cool. But like, the event's not good when I found that out 2 years later.
Yeah. What's that other one that's in Georgia that was similar? to that?
Soho.
What happened to that?
It was really good until like they tried to do H2O Part 2 one year.
Oh.
And the cops like kind of let it happen, but they're like, don't do it again. Like this is over.
Yeah.
So like the town was super cool about it, but they were just like, yeah, this is never happening ever again. So then they just did something called European Experience instead. So it was like the same thing but a different name.
Okay. Whatever floats their boat.
I've always wanted to go to that, but I don't want to drive to Georgia.
Scenery looked cool.
There is a train you can take though with your car.
Oh.
Like picks up in like Virginia and it drops you off in Daytona, Florida. Right outside Daytona.
Huh. That sounds.
Should give that a try.
It takes longer than it would to drive, but
I'll
and you
push-
need like 3 inches of ground clearance.
Wait, so what's the fucking point of the fucking train?
You don't
you
have
can-
to drive.
You don't
Yeah,
put
you
the
can
miles on
sleep.
your car.
You can rent like a sleeper car and like just masturbate for 24 hours while you pile drive through the East Coast.
I mean,
It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
what?
Like,
That sounds fucking sick.
I don't know.
I
I don't
think
know about that one.
not the masturbation part, but I think Georgie did that with his NSX. I think he took a train down there, if I was told correctly.
Very possible. I mean, it'd be the best thing for Simply Clean because it's like the train drops you off like 20 minutes, half hour away from there.
Oh, no shit. I've never been to that event.
I haven't either, and I plan on going sometime soon.
In which car? All of them? That'd be a flex.
I've always wanted to go to an event with more than one car.
Yeah, that'd be like Jason.
You
But I
have,
mean,
you have
I
friends.
Yeah, I know, but I have trust issues. I'm like paranoid, and it's not even so much that like they're gonna fuck the car, but it's like something like lower the body kit, and it's like the body kit will hit the ground at some point.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't want to like put that on my friend to be like, oh, we're driving on the highway and the side skirt explodes and like takes out someone's windshield and being like, oh well, you know, that happened on your watch. But it's like it wouldn't be like I blame you, but it's like they're like, oh fuck, I was driving the car and blew the side skirt to pieces.
Fair. But
Or like blew an oil pan or something.
it sounds like you need a rig.
That'd be sick.
Yes.
Yeah, next purchase?
I can't afford that.
Not yet. Those feet pictures? They're coming
Yeah,
clutch,
yeah,
dude.
once
There we go.
once the foot pictures start taking off, I'm buying all sorts of crazy
Dude,
shit.
I'll promote this shit.
Yo,
out of
catch
that.
me in the Mercedes 6x6 towing all these whips.
I'm down.
With a gooseneck
Some
trailer.
Ball of
Dude,
shit.
I'll be your photographer.
You
We'll go
about to be
live
like
and everything.
Jassy.
No, I've always thought about how cool it would be to have like a really cool like car hauler that could like enter in a show and then putting your cars on the hauler.
Who's that dude?
Japanese Classics did it.
No, well, yeah. At Weekfest. I didn't know you then. I was talking to Aaron.
Which Weekfest?
Last year? The year before?
You're talking about the only hauler I saw was the Japanese Classics one.
Yeah, that was the one I was
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about. They had the R32 on it, the white
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Like something like that, or like just something like
Which they sold to what's his face?
I don't know the dude's name.
I saw LZ's S15 on it.
Word.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Oh, that was a shop that bought it. That
I don't know, but they have it now and it's sick.
I seen that video. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that thing is sick. I need one.
Haulers.
Maybe like how dope would it be to have like a I don't know like a bagged and bodied like truck and then towing like an R32.
All right, what's his Instagram? C Kane. Or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah,
Is
he's
it?
got
Oh,
that
yeah,
black, that dually, that
Yeah, that
bagged
thing's
one.
wild.
I thought that thing was just like, oh, when it airs up, it's fine. Dude, that thing is like frame banging as it's towing.
Oh yeah, I mean like a bagged and bodied truck, like maxed out height wise, they usually get to about like crossover height. Like, and that's full lift. So it's like driving wise, they're usually like a couple inches off the ground, but it looks like it's on the ground because the frame's tucked up under the body. So like the door is like 2 inches off the ground.
I think I'm building the wrong car again. That sounds sick.
Dude, they're
one of
dope.
those.
They're dope.
All right, STI is gonna
That's-
push
that's
off another
literally
couple
what a body
years.
drop
I'm
is.
gonna buy one of those.
You're dropping the body over the frame.
All right, we're gonna build one.
I always wanted one, like a
No,
dope ass dope truck.
Yeah,
Just
we're,
like
we're
tow
building one of those. And
track
we're gonna
car.
get like a gooseneck. Put like all of our cars in there. Looks like we're going to like a drift event, but no, we're just gonna park it somewhere. It's on me.
Yo, shout out to my down south homie Cole Decker. He has a body drop Mountaineer. It's called the Skateneer. The thing's sick.
Yo,
It's on like
pull
it's
up
on I
pictures
think
of this.
26 inch intros.
Pulling up to VV's. With that. Yo,
I don't think
what a-
Vivi's got a big enough street for that.
Yo, how
Oh,
hot
sweet
would-
waffles,
How,
sweet
how,
waffles.
how hot
Oh
would a
hell no, dude! We can't turn. We gotta go in and then back out.
I think we got, if we do go to Sweet Waffles, we have to pull in like 3 a.m. in the morning and leave at 3 a.m. in the morning. the
Yeah.
next-
Yeah,
I mean,
I remember looping around for like an hour just to find parking.
Oh,
was like
Jason could relate to that.
how hot is that?
Oh, dude, that is sick.
You know, tucking like half his fucking wheels.
See, everything needs to be dumped because height matters, man.
Yeah,
Height
everything
makes
looks,
everything looks-
looks better lower.
Yeah, if you're not scraping the ground. Yep.
Except according
Yep.
according to Tinder, except for men.
Dude, I got blocked.
Oh yeah, if you're like
Well,
shorter
banned.
than 6 feet, then you just don't exist.
Oh, for real? That's
I
probably
tell
why
my-
my Tinder got. All right, so I got banned from Tinder.
What?
Why?
I have no idea. Like, I
Wow.
didn't do
Were
anything.
you cyberbullying women?
Dude, I didn't get likes for like 3 weeks. Your boy is ugly. And then as soon as I try to get back onto it, banned. All right.
Yo,
whatever.
no lie, like that's not your fault.
Oh, you
'Cause-
went on my account
No. Like,
with some
like,
toes?
Yo,
like,
he jumped on your account and it was like like every time he matched with somebody, he was like feet pics now.
For real. Check out my big toe.
Yo,
You want to
bust
compare?
the toes out right the fuck now. Or I'll come to your house and I'll kill your
Yeah,
family unless you
I
bust
don't-
those feet
like,
out.
I'm
Holy
surprised
shit.
I haven't gotten banned.
Oh, you're still on it?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of killing your family, it's
Wait.
completely random. I was listening to a podcast the other day with Miranda Cosgrove in it. You remember iCarly?
Yeah,
Like
I
that-
remember iCarly.
Yo, she was almost killed by like a psychopath like a few years ago.
What?
Yeah, dude. She had she was telling the story and she told it like so like whatever, and I was like, holy fuck. So apparently there was a guy who was burying shit in her backyard for like a week, and it was like they dug up rope and knives, and he buried bars of chocolate.
Oh, so he has a starter pack. Okay.
Yeah, and so I guess she went out on a date, and then it was like raining, and she was like, I don't really want to go home and be alone right now. So she's like, I'm gonna hang out with my family. So she went over to her family's house, and what she didn't know is this psychopath was pacing in her backyard for like 6 hours, and they caught it on like a security cam, and then a car pulled into the driveway, and he thought it was her. I think it was someone like turning around. So he just runs up with a gun and starts capping off at this car, and the lady fucking bails out. So then he lit himself on fire in her front yard and killed himself, like shot himself in the head. And like it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, so she gets a call at 4 a.m. They're like, you need to come home. Someone killed themselves on your front yard. And she's like, what the fuck? And there's like a charred remains of a man just on her front yard.
Love makes you do crazy things.
Dude, like they investigated it, and like they still don't know why the fuck he did that. They think he was just a psycho, because like they went to his, so they found his car, and there was like blood and hair in his trunk, but there was like no motive. And they went to his house, and it was just like there was no furniture, all white walls, just like a couch and a bed.
Dude, he must have definitely got dissed in like fan mail or something, like early iCarly days.
So did she move after that, or she just?
Yeah.
All right, I was about to say
to the next house over.
Apparently, she was like, yo, the house is kind of like spooky anyway because it was old, and I was like extra not trying to go back there because it was just scary anyway. So I was like, she ended up buying another house, but like, yo, someone was iced Miranda Cosgrove for no reason.
Yeah,
Dude,
I wonder who
nuts.
moved into that house afterwards.
I just
Why, you want to buy it?
the dude just
was
lighting
like-
himself on fire in the front
Somebody
yard.
just like
wild.
decide to like fucking renovate the backyard and just digs up chocolate bars. She's like, oh,
That has to be California. I'm sure that's like an
Oh, yeah.
exhibit
That's
now.
like-
Like
yeah.
TMZ's like stops. Well, here.
Well,
this is
I
where
wouldn't,
X person died.
Yeah.
She was talking about it, and I was like, the thing on everyone's mind: why the fuck was he burying chocolate?
In case he got hungry, dude. He's gonna
like,
be there for a couple
ropes
hours.
make sense. Knives make sense. Those are murder weapons. Tie someone up with the ropes, strangle them, stab them to death. But chocolate. I mean, are they just gonna like feed her chocolate until she dies of diabetes?
I mean, unless it was like spiked chocolate. Spiked. I don't know. It's got some shit. in it.
Poisoned.
Yeah.
What are they selling?
Chocolate.
I remember when they first invented chocolates.
What did
I always hated them.
This is the worst episode ever.
If you rub it on your skin.
Well, there's only 2, so it's not like this.
So many to choose from.
Oh, wait, there's 3. We recorded one the other day.
Oh yeah.
I
This
don't know
one
which
will
one. I
never
think
get
this,
released.
this one might go out first. This might want to go out second. Who knows?
This
Lots
would be
of mystery.
last. No one's gonna listen to this one.
Jesus Christ.
This one might actually get your.
These episodes got like awfully sidetracked.
Yeah, I don't know what we were supposed to talk about today.
It's about you, man.
You.
It's about you.
you.
Dude, there's nothing to talk about here. Dude, he hit me up and he was like, yo, you want a podcast? Or podcast. I was like, okay, cool. I get out of work at this time. I'm just going to show up and hang out. Okay.
Hell yeah. That's what this is.
That's how it'd be.
Yeah, that's the goal. It's
Dude, I'm
interviews and
down to
hangout
just
sessions.
do this, whether we pod or not.
Yeah.
I like this area.
But you gotta
But-
come over.
I just won't leak
Move out
on
the
the
woods.
driveway.
Yeah.
Yo, actually,
I personally don't give a fuck about the driveway, but like my parents own that driveway, and my dad will beat me with pieces off of my own car if you leak onto my driveway.
Yeah, okay.
Like-
That's fair.
I don't want to see Paul drive this car anymore. I'm just gonna pour some oil on the driveway.
Mm.
My dad hates cars.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
When I bought my S14, he didn't talk to me for 3 days. He was so mad.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, you should sell it to me.
He tried to sell it to my friends once. I was like 20, 19, somewhere around there.
Dude, I'll go give you
And
a fat $500
I got-
for that thing.
I got the car. This is when it was in his name.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, cheaper for insurance or whatever. So the car, like, it was my winter beater when I first bought it. So like, it like died when we were out fucking around in the snow at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. We get it back to the house at like 4 o'clock in the morning on a flatbed, and like it wakes my parents up. So my parents come downstairs, and like while I'm talking to the tow truck driver, my dad's like, $500. First person to come here can have it. $500. Get it the fuck out of my face.
Dude,
my
if
friends
I
are like,
knew that-
my friends are like looking at the ground like, but that's Paul's car. I was like, I don't give a fuck. It's in my driveway. It's my choice. Get this thing out
Sorry,
of my life.
dude. I would have threw
I was like-
$500 at him so fast. Be like, yo, Paul, I'll fucking
I was-
save it. Don't
I
worry
was
about
so
it. You can
tight.
drive it whenever you
I was
want.
so tight.
Yeah, but it's fine now. You still have it.
Right. Paul, you can look at it and occasionally drive it.
Yeah.
If I got rid of every single car I own and bought like the dopest Toyota Avalon I could afford, he'd be stoked.
Dopest. Toyota
But like
Avalon.
3 years old, so like it depreciated, so I didn't get that like initial depreciation hit. So it was like a good financial investment too.
Was he happy with the Type R?
No, he's like, well, it's a new car, so he's like, it's not gonna break
It's an
down.
improvement.
Yeah, an improvement.
He's liked my dailies. Or he didn't like the Volkswagens. I didn't like the Volkswagens either, but like the Subaru, the SI, and the Type R, he's liked all three of those because they were like new, reliable, responsible vehicles for the most part. So like they were like, oh, you made a good choice for your future. You can get to work today. Like that's good for you.
You should just borrow a clap box and be like, yeah, Dad, check it out. My new shit.
I mean,
I wonder what
we'll
he's gonna
see.
say, right? If you do drive mine first, just like drive into the driveway one day, or just like, what the fuck is this?
It's Jason's car.
You know who does kind of like cars though is my mom.
Yeah.
You take her
A
drifting
little
yet?
bit. So she wants to. She's been to a bunch of drift events, but she's afraid to ride in the car because she's afraid she's gonna hurt her back. Because she's like blow it out jet skiing before and like shit like that. So she's like kind of fragile. So she's
Okay.
like she's just terrified that I'm gonna like shit whip the car around and like blow her spine to
So
pieces.
she blew her back out doing something cool, like jet skis and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
That's-
like
She's
that-
basically
I didn't
saying-
expect that. That's pretty.
I mean, she
that's pretty sick.
pulled a hamstring doing a cartwheel. Like she's only hurt
that's
herself
sick.
doing cool shit. Oh, actually, I think she did fuck her elbow up once lifting a Thanksgiving turkey. But like, other
a
than
big
that, when we get some fat beasts for
Oh,
turkeys,
fuck.
dude.
I need to see pictures of this
Dude,
shit
we
after.
fuck with the big turkeys. But yeah, she's like only ever hurt herself doing cool shit. So like, I mean, she's a cool lady.
Okay, your mom's awesome.
You'll probably get to meet
Or
her.
she's just like, you suck at drifting. I don't want to ride in it.
Oh,
Nah, she thinks I drive dope.
That's cool.
Actually,
he said that's cool. Dude,
Actually-
your friends suck.
Actually, fun fact. My dad, like, he's on my first drift event, and he was like, I don't understand the point of this. And then, like, still doesn't understand the point of this, but he saw me recently, and he was like, oh, like, you're not awful. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been driving for, almost 3 years now. Like, I hope I'm not fucking awful.
It's like, I could imagine your dad saying that.
Yeah, he was like, oh, you're
He's like,
not bad.
I appreciate the support, but damn.
It was like a very much like a fatherly conversation. He was like, oh, like, you're not bad. Thanks. And then like later on, my mom's like, wow, he was really impressed with you. He thought you were incredible. Like, I was like, oh, it was just it's a different conversation that I had.
Oh shit!
He's a hard ass with you, but deep down he's like, oh man, so proud.
Ooh.
I wish I could do that.
And, then he just turns around like, Paul, I hate you.
he likes
Gonna be stern.
he likes golfing and Lincoln Navigators. Those are his two favorite things in the whole world.
Oh, pretty get along
Well,
with my dad then.
he's able
Hell
to run E85.
He is, yeah.
On the Navigator?
Yeah, they come up Flex Fuel Factory. He put E85 in it once, and he's like, I don't understand the point of this. I just get worse
Smells
fuel
good.
on me.
Smells good. And
Did you
scares all
ask
the
if he felt
rest.
the power?
Yeah, and he was like, I didn't know that I was supposed to do that. I don't think he was just like mashing the throttle around. I think he was just driving it
In,
like a
like, fifth
civilized
gear.
person.
Mad load on it, just won't go anywhere.
Like when the white Navigator, so he has two Navigators, he's insane.
Runs in the family.
Wait, you gotta tell
what
us.
a flex.
Wait, you gotta tell the story
this sound-
why
this
he
sounds-
still
Winter
has it.
Navigator.
This sounds like a hot flex, but it's way less of a flex.
Oh.
So he had 2010 that he bought new, and then he put 130,000 miles on it. Being a Ford, the paint started falling off the running board, like the rocker panel.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
the automatic deploying running board. So like when it's up, it's painted
Yeah.
underneath. So the paint just fell off of it. So he bought white spray paint, just spray painted it back together.
Okay.
And then, like the exhaust is bent because no one knows why, and he won't let me fix it. Like shit like that. So like it's like
It sounds like he's
it's
gone
lived a
drifting
long
before.
life. It's lived a long life. So he went to go trade it in to buy the new one, and they wanted to give him like $8,000. He's like, you know how much I paid for this thing? And like, be like, yeah, it's like this is like 9 years ago, and 130,000 miles ago. Like this is different. He's like, oh, that's insane. That's ridiculous. And I'm not gonna fuck myself like that. So he was like, for that price, I'm gonna keep it. So he just kept it. It's like the family thing hauler now.
The family thing hauler. You
Yeah.
take it to IKEA.
Hell yeah.
I didn't
You
realize how
talk
close.
about how he buys cars.
Huh?
You tell about like what he brings and what he looks
Oh
for.
yeah,
in a car.
my so like my dad's very particular, or like in my lifetime he had a manual Pathfinder, which was sick, and then he got
thing.
yeah, well, it was like a 90 something, like an early 90s one,
Still
like a
sick.
D21 chassis.
Okay.
Then he got rid of that and got a 2000 Expedition because our neighbor owns a Ford dealership, so they like bought the Expedition through him. He's like, oh, I need a car. And he's like, oh, I'll help you out. So, bought the Expedition. And then he bought an Explorer from the same guy that he was like, my mom was like, you should get something nice. So he just goes, what do you have that's nice? He was like, Navigator. He's like, perfect.
What do you have that's
He's
nice?
like, it's an Expedition with leather. And he was like, sick. So he bought, Navigator. Then he bought another Navigator. And then he was going to buy a third Navigator. And I was like, why don't you explore your options? So we went to a couple dealerships. We went to like a Lexus to look at an LX, and like I forget where else we went.
Yeah.
He might have been Mercedes to look at a GLS. But he brought his golf clubs with him to make sure they could fit sideways in the car, because if they couldn't fit sideways, like if you had to do some Jimmy rig shit to get the thing in there, he wasn't having it.
I mean, it's important if you're a golfer.
Right, yeah, but it was just kind of funny, like walking into a dealership showroom with your golf clubs.
If it fits, I'm buying it.
If it fits, it ships.
Oh, yeah.
But then he was like, you know what? It's easy. I'm just going to buy a Navigator. So loves them. But
Can't do that in a Forester.
no.
Should have seen my trip to IKEA with that thing. I bought a bed, like a queen size bed. I'm like, cool. The rest of the the rest of the like bed frame is fine.
Yeah.
The bed wouldn't fit in there, so
Perfect.
I strapped it to the top.
Hell yeah.
Dude, all right.
Forester shit.
What's the nicest way to say this? Okay, so the people at IKEA fucking suck, right? I asked them to help me strap down the bed. They just kind of like wrapped it like it was like meat. And then they're like, go on your way. It lasted like 2 minutes on the highway and just flopped up. So I had to go get ratchet straps. I was too far from Home Depot, so I went to Ocean State. And the only ones they had were these like industrial semi-truck freaking... They were huge, and I had to loop it like 4 times to get it to work. Yeah, it was a trip. Driving like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, with the bed doing this floppy thing looking like a whole sandwich on my roof. Not tight.
So today, my friend calls me, and we had this talk, right? My friend with the FRS, Kentony, pretty sure you know. So he calls me, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to IKEA right now. I was like, you in the FRS? He was like, yeah. I was like,
I hope you're picking up a mirror or
I was like,
something small.
spatula.
Yeah.
I was like, huh, okay. Okay, whatever, right? And then I was like, all right, well, anyways, I got work, whatever, right? I'll talk to you later and stuff. And like an hour ago, right? After I got to your house, I get this text, right? It was just like, oh yeah, nah, it didn't fit, so we had to return everything. I was like, what?
You spent all that time,
So they basically looked all the furniture they want, right?
picked it out,
They
paid for
bought
it.
it. They paid for it, right? And they pushed it out to the lot. And they looked at the car. Oh, okay. Wait.
Was there no point during the shopping experience he was like, I brought a 2-door sports car?
I don't know. I just like I heard from my friend, his roommate, right? My other friend.
What kind of furniture was it?
So he had a passenger too?
He had a passenger. My roommate told me they
Dude,
returned
you should have
everything.
just brought a Mini Cooper
What
at that point.
kind of furniture was it?
I'm not sure. Might
Probably
have been
like a whole living room set.
desks. Like, I mean, what can you fit? What kind of furniture can you even fit?
Stool. One stool.
Into an FRS?
That's a stretch.
Yo, in the back seat.
Like a stool.
Yeah.
That's a stretch.
Like you put like the pointy top end like through
Well, you gotta
the
build
the
half of that
pass through.
stuff, so
Even flat pack, dude. That ain't it.
It's like a stretch.
definitely a good thing I didn't buy a
The
BRZ
most-
then.
Yeah, the most I was able to fit in the FRS BRZ was probably 4 tires.
It's literally designed to do that. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah, from the factory, they
It's
were
like
like it's
a-
designed to fit 4 wheels and tires.
But it was 18
back.
though. So
Yeah.
it was just like a little tighter.
Yeah.
But it was probably a shorter tire than the factory. Like rolling radius, probably the same, 17s.
But yeah.
So anyway, before we get wildly sidetracked, there was what I mean,
So
we already
IKEA.
wild. We were talking about fucking Miranda
your
Cosgrove getting
parents,
nice, my parents
yeah.
navigators.
Dude, this
Anyway.
is definitely TMZ.
So Crate Street.
Yeah. That's
What is it? What is it, and what inspired you to do it? You
So
know,
that's a passion project. It was just something I got tired of, like Facebook heavily. Forums are dying. The only thing I had to read was Speed Hunters, and they weren't updating as much as I wanted them to.
what do you think? There's like 700 posts a day.
yeah, I just kind of sift through the shit that I want to see.
Oh,
I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff, but I'm like,
do I really want to see this like turbo
especially
C10?
Yeah, especially they did a piece on Paul. I was skim right by that motherfucker. But it was sick, sort of. But
I remember mine went straight to Paul Walker, and I was like, yeah, fucking, we've all heard that story, whatever. I was like, oh wait, we're talking about me.
yeah,
Fuck.
that guy. Yeah, whatever. But no, I just wanted to do something that was, I don't know, for the East Coast, right? There's lots of photographers. There's lots of people that talk about stories and shit like that, but very rarely are the stories that I hear published somewhere or like stored somewhere, and I don't know if they're ever gonna hear it. So I figured, well, I'll share it myself. Stuff that I want to hear, stuff I want to share or like read about and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm not a pro photographer. I don't do any of those things, but it's kind of like I paid for my own personal Tumblr. That's how I like to picture it. So I started doing videos, realized I absolutely suck at that. Right. I mean, I know what I want to do, and I went to film school too, which is really sad. And then I was like, I can film it, can't edit it. I was like, whatever. I'll just shoot photos and write about it. And people started to pick it up. I'm like, okay, cool. You guys are reading it. And then I tried to sell T-shirts, but then I realized I'd rather just give them away. Not sure why. I just kind of just want to spread knowledge.
I haven't gotten one, by the way.
Oh, what size are you?
I don't know. It depends. Like a medium?
I only have like 4 or 5 left. Because everyone at H2O has them. I gave a lot out.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of fucking sociopaths with XXRs on their E36s.
I got tagged by like a few of them, and dude, if they listen to this, you guys are great.
They probably don't. I think I have like 10 listeners.
Whatever. To the 10 that listen, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, what up?
But yeah, man. I started making these shirts. I'm like, well, no one's ever gonna buy these things. A few people did. I ended up giving some away, and I don't know. It is what it is. But I just wanted to capture like New England culture, but like everything else that I think is cool too. So not just car shit, like hip hop. Skate culture is huge with me. Can't skate for shit, but I love it.
Yo. Same.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think skate culture is so sick, but it's like I've tried skateboarding a few times and I've almost killed myself the moment I touched the board.
I'm such a poser because I have 2 like really expensive skateboards in my backseat. Never fucking ride them. I bring it for my friends to ride. I'm like, yeah, they're all beat up. I didn't fucking skate them.
Yeah, I have a JD Amigo skateboard upstairs.
Oh, see, yeah, I used to collect that shit.
I won it in a raffle.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's got a Varis E09 wagon.
Oh,
Think sick.
Dude, that's like the dream daily.
Yeah, fact.
Maybe we should get that instead when they're legal.
Change
We
minds.
gotta wait a while.
This
Yeah,
whole
fine.
podcast.
Well,
Anyway,
anyways,
back on track.
yeah. So
Basically like an OG Fat Lace.
yeah. See, that's the biggest inspiration. So I've been following Hella Flush, Fat Lace, that whole movement since like 08, 09. And so like Mark's like the biggest inspiration for me. Anything that he does, like his podcast and stuff like that, or whatever episode he jumps on, like I'll listen to it just to get game from him. So just trying to get little bits of the culture and mixing into the shit that you want it to be. It's like with cars, like I'll take a little bit from everything and kind of mix it to my own. It's like, all right, that's my build, or that's the outfit I want to wear, or whatever it may be. It's never just one particular thing. So I wanted to do that for the culture, I guess. There's not a whole lot of that going on, and it's kind of like all these kids are building cars, and there's no OG or no like real direction. So I figured, well, I know some stuff. If they want to ask me questions or whatever, I'm down to help. I'm not scared to like hide wheel specs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I knew that was a thing for such a long time, and I never understood
huge.
that.
I mean, it was understandable, I guess, kind of when you're like building your own spec wheels, or like you're playing around with stuff like shaving back spacing or like running spacers and stuff. But when it's like,
but at the same time,
when someone's running just like off the shelf spec wheels, it's like, I mean, I could just take a shot in the dark and probably hit it. It's like, it's like these wheels come in like, as far as like, a 9.5, it's like they come in like a 35 offset, a 22 offset, and a 15 offset. So I mean, I could probably just fucking eyeball that shit and figure it out.
Pretty much. But even at the same time, it's like if it's custom, wouldn't you want to share that with somebody that's like, maybe you want to do that if it's difficult, right? So you did it first or whatever, and that's sick, and you're remembered for that. But someday, some kid's going to want to do something like that or pay homage to it or whatever. At least give them some game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like keep the culture going. It's My theory is that all this hate is because nobody's willing to help each other. So
That's why you get fucked up fitments all the time.
That's when you get the respect all builds crew.
see, that's a different thing too. It's like I respect all builds, and it's like
I'm tired of respecting all builds.
there's a tier, man. Like you have like there's really good builds, and then there's really shitty builds.
Or
If
you respect effort.
yeah,
Like you can have a thing that has all the right parts, but it looks like shit, and you're an asshole. Like fuck your whole build. I'm sick of it. But it's
Yeah.
like you can have like some whack ass shit, but like you have the vision and you're like working towards it. It's like you know,
Yeah.
I feel it. Like I love the vibe.
it's just hard to explain that to people because they'll get really upset about it, or they're like, whatever.
Right.
I mean, the culture, it gets hot, it gets cold. It's just, have you ever seen Pursuit of Function?
Yeah.
Dude, one of the best docs ever. And I think that's why I think the way I do, just because the people that are really about it, they're gonna be here. You're
Right.
gonna do it. You're gonna buy $4,000 or $5,000 Mugen wheels. You're gonna buy Varus kits and all that shit. People might not understand it. You just like that shit and you know quality. So
Right.
just trying to spread that stuff and just keep, all the cool shit around. The bullshit could stay. It's gonna be there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a hard line to walk because you don't want to be gatekeepery,
Yeah.
but you don't want to dilute the culture with just utter nonsense.
Yeah. Well, that's why I don't really tell people. It's like, oh, Chrissy's just whatever.
Yeah,
I just do whatever.
you
I
gotta
just
kinda-
post shit that I like.
Right. Which I mean, the perfect thing about your blog is you're just leading by example,
Yeah.
showcasing what's cool. It's like it doesn't have to be like it's the same sort of thing I'm doing with this outlet. It's like
Which I love.
it's oh thank you, I love yours too.
That's Bay.
I love yours too.
We're fans of each other.
But it's like it doesn't have to be some insane build where it's like full like Mugen catalog as far as like a Type R, you have the $10,000 hood and like
Yeah.
all that shit. It's like it doesn't need to be that, but it's like just something interesting with passion behind it and putting that on showcase so then other people can see like, oh, I don't need to go fucking all out as long as I have like my own flavor,
But that's what was cool, like about the forums back then, because I don't know, you go to a coffee shop and you'll take a picture of the car and you post it on the forum. 9 times out of 10, you'll bump into that person. It's just like, yeah, it's a work in progress or whatever. Like seeing like real street cars.
I mean, the cool thing, the best thing about forums is seeing the progression. So it's
Yeah.
like it came from here, it's here now. Like I see the trajectory. Like I see where it's going. I see the passion that's been put into it, the effort and care that's been put into it. Now we just see the finished result.
Yeah. Yeah. Blame IG for that.
Yeah,
IG's like, oh, let's just get all the clout.
I miss forums so much.
Yeah, same. Well, everything is literally dying. So I was like, well, the only thing you can really do is own a website. You
Yeah.
post the shit that you want
Yeah,
to.
straight up.
So I saw your stuff and I was like, oh, you went to Final Bout.
Hell
Fuck,
yeah.
I still haven't gone to that event.
Dude, it was so dope. You gotta go. That's
I almost went
a
last year.
pilgrimage every year I can go now.
It's such a sick event, and it's even sicker if you can drive that event.
I
I
mean-
don't even know how you get into that.
Regardless of driving it, I want to drive out there.
Mm,
That'd be a fun road trip. In something cool.
that would be cool.
I have a bunch of friends that drove out in a minivan, and it was a miserable experience.
Actually, I wonder if that was like Randy Clark and them.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he was like, yeah, it's so sick. I'm like, but you're like squished over here.
It was like Randy Clark, the Street Heat dudes,
Yeah.
Chris McQuaid, all them there. Rode out in a minivan.
It's funny. We know a lot of the same people.
Yeah, we do.
And yet we've never met.
I mean, we've met.
Oh, actually, the first time I met you was at Sweet Waffles. You pulled up an S14.
Was that the first time we met? I think we met before that.
No, I remember that. It was like 100 degrees that day.
Yeah, it was the worst day of my life to drive
And
that
you
car.
drove the S14?
Yeah, it was a mistake.
What?
Yeah.
It was a mistake.
He parked it, and then Aaron was like, that's Paul. I'm like, who? He's like, Paul. I'm like, okay. And I went to say hi, and he's like, hey, man. I'm like,
Yo, why'd he say like I'm somebody? Dude?
I don't
What the
know.
fuck?
That's what he said.
Yo, I'm uncomfortable now.
You're famous.
Because you
Oh,
are famous.
fuck.
Yes.
IG famous.
That's Matt
Speed
Gringy.
Hunters, all that stuff. Like,
Wow.
dang.
So cool. Speed Hunters, how does it feel? Can I get an autograph?
Can I get
Jesus
an
Christ. Yeah,
But-
I made it on with bags and wheels only. Fuck with me.
Damn, I'm building cars wrong.
Yeah, actually. What the fuck am I doing?
Bags and
No.
fucking cast wheels.
Throw my whole car away. Fuck.
Oh, so like the thing with Cray Street too, it's like not just a blog thing. I hooked up with one of my homies out in San Diego. He runs OEM Plus, and he's just trying to do this whole thing with like restoring Hondas. So he's trying to get like all his connects together and everything. They're selling like OEM headlights, like was it the UKDM ones or whatever it may be. I don't really know, But I hooked up with him, and I'm selling Regas now.
Hell
So
yeah.
like I'm a parts distributor. Well, for various companies. I think it was like 300 brands that I can get now. I don't remember.
Damn.
A little bit of a flex.
Wow.
Yes, if you need
So-
stuff, hit up
What,
Great
flex?
Street.
Yeah, so I mean,
Okay.
it's just kind of giving back to the community a little bit, right? You want to build a certain car. If you got a plug for it, if you want to be the plug for it, you kind of sprinkle it to all these kids and shit like that. So, I mean, people ask me all the time where to get stuff, and I direct them, but they're kind of like wishy-washy about it. So I'd rather just be the guy who's like, well, if you want to get it, whatever it may be. So helping everybody out in that sense.
Help this guy Jason.
Yo,
out.
sponsor me with some Regas.
Oh, I mean, I do have a 5x120 set, a used set for sale soon.
I know
What's back?
exactly where they came off of.
9.5 plus 45.
They're white.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
Mm.
exactly where they came from.
yeah. She's switching setups, so
Well, the only problem with running white on champ white is champ white looks like lotion when compared to real white.
Well,
I can refinish them for you.
Yeah, all right, baller.
if you do want pictures on how it looks like on the Type R, I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ChrisU.com. I got a few.
Yeah, that too.
I get a few too.
Shameless plugs.
Yep. Plug. Subscribe.
Um,
Swipe up. Swipe
I
up.
do want a set so bad. I'm also the remaking Mugen MF10s.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Was it the MF10? No, I was
In
talking about the
FK8
M7s.
spec.
The M7s. They
I
did
don't
that
like
too.
the M7.
They're SIs with rivets, bro. They're
Yo, they
EM1
really are.
SI wheels with rivets. That's what
Dude,
I've been
damn.
calling that.
I just
The-
like it's one of those things where it's like I see them on like some OG spec NSX ones on like an NSX. I'm like, that's dope. It's like,
Yeah.
do you want those? I'm like, fucking no. Like, I don't even want them for free. It's like I like they're one of those things that I love it for what it is.
Yeah.
But I do not like them.
MF10s are my favorite Mugen wheels, though. And MF8s. They're similar, but
Yeah.
I didn't know they were redoing the MF10s. That's
Yeah.
sick.
In FK8 spec.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Don't buy
They're probably gonna
Regas.
be guap, dude.
We'll talk.
Yo.
No, we gotta have. There's a couple conversations we need to have after this
Yeah,
off
yeah.
mic.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, if you guys need parts, let me know.
Yeah.
I might start listing stuff on the website, but right now it's just Regas. Pretty much every spec, every square set, we can do staggered, but I think it's a little bit more money. I gotta double check, but
Yeah, I'm surprised no one's really run those new Regas on like a drift car.
they're
Be
kind
a
of
spicy
expensive.
look. I mean, they are very expensive, but I mean, people ball out on crazy shit, you know.
That was actually supposed to go on my car. I was
Okay,
gonna do
bud.
like the staggered Koguchi, 17, 18.
Yo,
I'm,
would that even look good on a GD though?
I don't know. About to find out.
Fuck
Fuck it, right? But that's the thing. Nobody really does shit with
Don't
GDs, right? So,
go to meets and don't tell people it's rear-wheel drive.
dude, that's what I
They'll
want
throw
to do at
they'll throw a
H2O.
fit being double stagger.
Yeah, well, everyone's like, "Oh, look at that! It's stupid. Whatever. Do a burnout." You know how they tell all-wheel drive cars to do
Yeah,
burnouts,
yeah.
and you just fucking light it up. Yeah, bitch.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm building it. I don't want to go drifting. Like,
Yeah.
did I tell you about my knuckles? How I found that on Kruber for $15.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
How was the
Part-
shipping though?
like $80.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, but
Yep.
I don't know. Like, those knuckles are definitely questionable. I was thinking about it after when I put it on. I'm like, I don't know if I trust their welding.
There's that whole squad of Subarus that drift out in Japan. Hit them up and have some knuckles made by them.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised it came from them.
I mean,
Lowstars?
probably did, honestly.
Yeah, it's probably from
Odds
a Lowstar
are,
car.
yeah. I mean, what the fuck? Who the fuck else is making knuckles for a Subaru?
That's true.
Just send a picture and be like, "Are these yours?"
To just some random. It's like, oh no, it's actually my other homie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they probably know or might know
Maybe.
somebody.
Like, yo, that's his signature weld right there.
There's actually a lot of angle in those too. It's just like
Hell
stock ball joint stock tie rods. I was just gonna do like the white line roll center kit, but I don't know. I gotta get it on the flatbed, so I just put like OEM shit back on. I'm like, oh, whatever. But I put a 9.5 on there. Like, I think it was a plus 40, and I turned the wheel. I'm like, oh fuck. Like, well, no need for B knuckle. Which actually, I hit up Julian to see if he'll do it. Never got a response. They probably just looked at
Perfect.
like, look at this
Yeah,
idiot.
just look at this fool.
He's asking for a B knuckle for a Subaru. What the hell's wrong with him?
I don't even know where to start with that. Just delete the message.
It's like, whatever.
Like, yeah, I'm just gonna just throw the phone in the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a drift event coming up if you want to pull through. Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
In night drift?
Lock City.
It's Saturday.
Thompson.
Dude, Thompson's only like 30 minutes from me.
Pull up. I'll be driving.
Hell
Is it
yeah.
at night?
Bring a helmet. I don't think so.
It's a Saturday event.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, Jason, you drifting in that event?
You should.
Yo, try to buy a C group spot.
Yo, that would be sick.
He did.
I'll pay for
he
it.
did an event in the car.
I've done one event.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He hit a guardrail. Yeah.
Hit it harder.
The car's still running. It means you haven't driven hard enough.
So now you got more power.
That was a joke. People listening, I'm trying to set a good example. Don't fucking total your shit.
At Lock City?
Just don't total your shit in general. Don't.
I did the one thing that you shouldn't do, which was like let off throttle and let the car grip up.
Oh.
But I learned.
it's sketchy.
and drive too soft.
Yeah,
You have
actually.
to huck it, huh?
Yeah.
You gotta
Wait,
drive
to
how you
dri-
drive on the simulator.
To drive like a stock BRZ with a stock diff, you need to really wail
Really?
on it and use a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
e-brake. Yeah, because they unlock the factory diff unlocks fucking hella easy,
Damn.
and it's like a snappy chassis. So like,
Definitely a
and
Subaru
it
thing.
snapped.
Oh, it snapped.
How hard you hit it?
Let's just say you got a new bash bar.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I fucked my bash bar.
Oh. That's an easy fix.
But I mean, if you really do want to talk about drifting FRS BRZs, our friend Eric Clark drifts a BRZ. It's a
Dude,
pretty solid
I
setup.
met him when he was at work.
Oh fuck yeah, bud.
I went there to get a car inspected, and I took a picture of it, and my homie Tony Fook, and he was like, "Oh yeah, dude's inside. I'm gonna take pictures of it," and I tagged him, and I was like, "Dude, sick car," and he comes outside, he's like, "Hey, how's it going?"
He's cool shit.
Yeah, and he was like, I was asking about his Ganadors, and all that other stuff. So.
Also, you're a fool for taking a car to get inspected by him because he's the inspection Gestapo. He sent himself to the Mac Center.
Holy shit!
Yo, literally no one's safe out in these streets. Dude.
Wait, he's just testing the waters for the rest of us, right?
Yo, straight up, like the homies will be like, "Yo, can you inspect my car?" Like, nah, I'd fail that shit. And it's like, damn, all right.
Yo, that's so funny.
Yo, he sent
Oh, man.
himself to the Mac Center.
I'm gonna ask him about that now. It's like, dude, tell me about that. What happened? But yeah, man, fast entries are where it's at though.
Yeah, I know.
Really
Oh,
fast entries.
Your car's
Yo,
turbo now.
I've never been drifting before. I've never.
Oh, come
been
ride in
in
the
a-
car with me.
You never
I'm
been
not, I'm
sat
not
in
great.
one?
I've
but
never sat in one. I've never tried. I mean,
Yo,
just snow
come-
shit.
Come ride in the 240.
I have to. Yeah,
Bring
I
a.
have
Do
to
you have a
go.
helmet?
Yeah.
Word, bring it.
All right.
You can ride in the car.
We're gonna go.
And you
Pop my
gotta wear
cherry.
pants. You can't wear shorts.
That's fine. I
Because
don't really
apparently,
wear-
if you burst into flames, the pants will save you.
well, it's like that at NED too.
Yeah, I know. It's just an antiquated law. Or not law, but rule, regulation.
I remember I had to like go to Marshalls to buy pants to drive. I'm like, all right,
Hey,
whatever.
Speaking of that, I had to borrow a pair of pants from Jason, and they're still in my car. It's been there.
Lovers.
Yeah, you ever just have another man's pants in your back seat?
Oh, pause.
Damn.
Pause.
Holy shit. Damn, that's
Dude,
that's
yo.
next level friendship.
I had some homies at a track day share pants because they were running different sessions. It's like one of them forgot pants. So they just like would swap shorts and pants
Dude, are you
between
done?
sessions.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Don't shit in them.
Yo, don't fart in my pants, dude.
That's funny.
You ever put on another man's ass sweat, dude? Jesus Christ,
That's my homie Swass.
dude.
Not gonna lie
Dude,
though.
that's how you know you're real boys when you share an ass sweat, dude. Is that your sweat or mine?
Not gonna lie though.
I don't know, sniff it.
Yo, you ever take off some used sweat, dude? That shit's refreshing
All
out
right.
in the breeze, dude. Cool that shit down.
Okay, I lied. This might be the best episode ever.
You should have picked them up when you were at Prospect.
Dude, I should have. I saw them in there.
How you gonna see your own pants and you're not gonna fucking?
I
Yo,
notice them?
I hope Andy sees you snagging pants out of James' car. That shit would be mad funny.
Andy's probably like, "What the fuck is wrong with this
I
kid?"
already
Nah, yo,
don't-
he'd expect it. He'd be like, yo, that's some Jason shit right there.
Dude, I
honestly.
already don't know like what if Andy likes me or not. I'm like kind of a customer, but not really a customer. Like I've never had my car worked there, but I brought stuff for them to do.
Andy's elusive.
Yeah.
Well,
Yo,
Andy-
talk about an OG.
Yo,
Yeah,
Andy,
super OG.
Yo, he's
Yo.
nice.
Yo, you know your OG when you're beefing with fucking companies.
Oh, tell me more.
Like distribute like I'll tell you about that shit later, but
Dude, you got to get him on the podcast.
yo, he would be a good interview. Fuck, dude.
Mhm.
He's
Yo, he's
gonna
also
be-
mad funny. He hates Tire Stretch with a passion.
Yeah, but
But
he'll
he'll
do
do
it
it?
though.
Well,
Who'll
like
do-
the shop will do it. He won't.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
like-
Despices it.
It's like oh, and we put this 225, 40 on a 9.5. So that's too small. It's like, oh, what's gonna happen? He's like, that's stupid. It's like, oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Anthony,
We'll do
please.
it. But fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Anthony and the other employees would do it.
Dude,
He was
Anthony,
just like, no, I don't want
Anthony's hilarious. I was asking for a quote on like a charge speed kit for like 6 months, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go be my own plug. I'm gonna do it myself.
Sounds.
Thanks, Anthony. But he'll
Yeah,
DM
yeah.
me every single day.
What's the word?
Yeah. Like, yo, check it out, progress on the car, which I'm stoked on.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm gonna have him on at some point.
I have to be here too. So I can be
Andy's
like,
just a little disorganized. But
very,
Well,
very.
I think it's just because of Andy, where he just like Andy would just comes out of nowhere in the office, just like, hey, can you do this? Can you do this for him, right? And then Anthony was like, okay, right, and then goes do that one thing, right? And then Anthony will come back into office, and then Andy was just like, yo, why wasn't this other thing done? Maybe because you told me to do this other thing, and it's just like a whole like back and forth. It's just like,
His job at Prospec is Prospec employee because he just does everything. It's just like he is just.
well,
the
he
dude.
rarely works on the cars.
Like he does sometimes.
Sometimes.
Anthony?
Anthony worked. He put in my supercharger.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe that's why it blew
Didn't
up. No,
your
I'm just
car
kidding.
blow up?
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with him.
Well, in that case, we're just throwing him under the bus.
Yeah. I think it was like the 1J S13 hatch.
Yeah. I mean, he bought
And he's
parts,
got
so-
the same inspirations as you though. We're all talking about all the OG Risky Devil days and stuff.
Well, I started talking to him about that. He was like, oh, okay. All right. And then it just started getting worse. And then I was like, dude, car modified wonder, blah, blah, blah. All
Oh,
that
he's
shit.
all over the road.
Well, that's the thing. I know so much about that stuff. And then I've never like really talked to anybody in this chassis thing because I was like, okay, I don't have one, so I can't be cool with you guys, but I'll watch from afar. So then around the same, actually, I met him around the same time I met you.
Word.
But we all knew the same people because
Yeah.
I hung around like Randy and Corey, and then I vaguely remember Tone and some other people, but I was like, whatever. It was like high school days. And then
That's Twan's old car, right?
the one that he has now,
Yeah.
I think he mentioned that.
He bought it off him. We also used our friend
supposed
JJ's S14 key to unlock the
What?
the column so we could turn the wheel.
That's hilarious.
That's chassis, man.
It slid in so nice too. We tried to use my key, but it didn't work. So that's how I know my shit is secure.
For now,
We just
making
use a screwdriver.
You
Flathead.
probably use a
that's a
teaspoon,
Honda
dude.
thing, man. Someone tried to
works.
break into my Honda or my EK once.
Of course.
Well, I mean, where I live, I just figured, I park on the street, it'll be fine. But I didn't have tints,
You fool.
right? No tints, and it was like full Type R interior, like Recaro SRDs, the carpets, the armrest elite, everything, fucking everything. Because I was like a little nerd for all that, like the cup holders and shit like that.
Hell
The
yeah.
only fucking EK with working cup holders, sick. All my the interior, like I painted black, everything. They're like, dang, this thing is sick. And then one morning, went up to work and I saw fingerprints. I'm like, well, I'm parking that in the driveway from now
Oh
on.
yeah. Saran wrapping it every night.
Yeah. I mean, I did the quick release and then I pulled my ECU after that from there on. I was like, no, whatever. If they're going to take it, take it. But
just
Yeah.
EK things.
Yeah, seriously. Old Honda things.
I was like one of the first to have like 949s back then too. I went through like a series of wheels. They just kept getting wider. So I started off with like 7.5 inch like Buddy Club P1s. Well, they were like GSR like sunflower wheels first, and then I traded for those P1s, and then after that I got Enkei J speeds, and then I was like, well, these aren't wide enough, so I traded some kid for 949s with like a 205. I was like, wow, they're so meaty because it had a freaking, what is it, a Toyo R1R on it. It's like the stickiest tire for that little 15-inch wheel. I clutch dumped that thing and it just hooked. I was like,
Fuck yeah.
yeah, no, I think I broke something.
Hell
or a lot
yeah.
of things.
Yes.
But whatever. It looked cool. But never max out function forms. They ride like shit.
I mean, I think they ride that shit regardless.
That's true. That was when weak sauce was a thing.
Dude, I miss that shit so much.
I forgot what happened to that. I heard a story about how like the dude just not shipping out orders.
I remember hearing a story, but I don't remember what the story was.
But they were selling BYS bumpers and whatnot, or reps of it, I think it was at one point. Oh, I remember that was a trend. Now nobody has them.
See, backyard special anything.
Yeah. What was the other one? Was it
I
first
mean,
molding?
like the OGs keep that shit, but like
Airwalker. That's what it
Airwalker was hot.
But
Yeah,
it
that
was the
stuff
same
like
thing.
you go to you follow like the Chronicle stuff. Like
Yeah.
you see that shit all over there. But
Yeah.
like go to your local event, no one has backyard special.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe one car.
Everyone's on the I don't know, not the Seeker stuff, but like
Everyone's just running like OEM shit.
J Blood.
I hate the J Blood stuff.
It's a weird thing because like you can pull it off, but some people were just like,
It's a
it's
tough
a
look.
molded lip. It's a
It's a
99
tough
bumper
look.
with a molded lip, essentially.
Yeah, I love C West anything and Ings anything for Hondas.
Yeah, it's sick. Especially, was it Ing's kit for the RSX? That one's really nice. I wish they would make things for Hawkeyes because they stopped at the blob eye. I really like the Ings bumper for them. But
Just do a blob eye conversion.
I thought about it.
Yo, cut your bumper in half so it's Hawkeye top, blob eye bottom, and then run blob eye.
That sounds
Lips and
ugly as
shit.
hell. Okay, I'll do it.
Fuck yeah, bud.
I mean, if I were to do a kit, it'd probably be an M Sport kit.
Word. That's good stuff.
I don't know if you know, but Andy used to be like big into Hondas when he first.
Oh
started.
yeah, no, I know. They got
I was
mad
like,
Honda
yo,
shit just laying
Yeah,
around.
he's just like he was big into Hondas, and like, Anthony showed me his photos. Like, yo, that's fucking dope.
They have FD2 stuff just like in the shop for no reason.
Really?
Yeah, they have like
Yeah.
random shit just laying around the shop.
Yeah,
Dang.
like hit him about honestly hit Ant up about your car. Be like, yo, ask Andy if he has anything laying around for it because it's entirely possible he will.
Yeah, he had like a random like Subaru like valve cover laying around. He was like, because he was just
Apart
showing
from like a Tomei Genesis motor or something. Like
no, it was just like he was because like they tear apart my motor and they were showing me the crack valve cover, and then he just like randomly went to the side and just pulled one out. I'm like, wait, where the fuck did this come from?
Yeah, I wouldn't be
He
that
was like,
guy.
oh, this is how it's supposed to be. I was like, yeah, fuck.
Yeah, I need to be Andy, just stocking shit. Just
Dude,
because-
he's been in it for a grip.
Yeah, this man buys Avant GTs for his Porsches before he gets the Porsches.
He's,
yeah,
he's,
so that's
he-
me in the future then, because I just buy shit just to. Whatever.
he's got matching black Avant GTs for his 993 and his 991.2.
That's insane.
That's good shit.
Advan, very underrated company. Nobody really.
I
buys
love
wheels from them.
Advan.
Well, you have them on
It's like
R,
really
right?
slept on.
I have Advans on most of my cars.
Speaking of Avants, I'm trying to get some Avant GTs.
Let me know. I can get those.
In that cabinet right there is a set of AVS Model T5s.
Do you really?
Like the new ones, the T5s, not the the OG Model 5s.
I was gonna say how much do you want?
They
for
look
them?
similar, but
I want to see them.
Yeah, I'll
need to
show
see
them to
But yeah, Avant GTs. I
Let me
want
know.
them really concave.
everyone in New York has Volks, and I'm trying to make Boston the Advan capital.
I'm fucking down because I'm tired of looking at Volks. I hate Sagas. I will tell everybody and their moms that T37 Sagas are terrible.
I like Sagas on the right car, but nothing will ever match OGs.
Yeah.
Like if you put Sagas on like an EK, that's not it. Or like a DC2, that's not it. It looks too modern for the car. But
Right.
like Sagas on like I saw a set of Sagas on a E63S, like a new one. Like that's hot. Cause it's like
You gotta really convince
it has that really modern look with a really modern car. Like OGs would look a little antiquated on something like a brand new Benz or like
Yeah, that makes sense.
like brand new Porsches and stuff like that. They look a little odd on like the OGs, but like something like a 996
Yeah.
would look weird without them.
It's
or
just-
like
I just don't like
any-
the engraving, man.
Anything 90s looks stupid with Sagas.
Yeah, that's true. Early 2000s too, man. I just don't like Sagas.
You know the red lines,
Mm.
worst.
Mm.
Might be worse than Sagas.
Volk's done some shit.
When you're around for so long and you have so many hits, you gotta have some misses.
Yeah.
Like those 5-spoke T's.
Oof.
Gross.
Ugh. No thanks.
Dude, I'm gonna do a whole episode on wheels one year.
You
One day.
should.
You should.
Shut
Do it.
down Fitment
Definitely
Industries.
For real.
I mean,
Yo, I've never watched a Fitment Industries video and I've never been on their website. So this shit talk is completely ungrounded in anything. But I saw like there was a headline or something. It was like why like XXR is not that bad or something like that. And I was like,
yeah, they did a bunch of those.
I'm done.
things. They did a bunch of those in like Raceland.
not
But
gonna lie,
they sell them, so it's like, oh, it's obviously biased information.
Like I watched a first video about like Fitment. I was just like, let me check this out and see how accurate this is, right?
Yeah.
I was just like, no.
Dude, my friend's car made it on their like what is it? Their screenshot thing. What I'm drawing a
Oh, I
blank
did
there.
see that on the first video. I'm like,
It was an STI, and it said, "Oh, so you want to buy a Subaru?" I'm like, "Oh, they're gonna roast the fuck out of that car."
damn.
But it was his old bagged VA. It was on CCWs.
Word.
He bought a new one. Well, he traded that one in for a new one because he wanted a blue one, and still on CCWs on air. But whatever.
Word. So I mean, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're gonna keep on going.
Yeah,
talking
we're
about
gonna talk
toes
about
and shit. Like,
feet and Miranda Cosgrove, and
dude, we didn't talk about shit.
we're talking about shit.
We talked about some shit, but Miranda Cosgrove and toes. Actually, that should be the title of this. You know how many clicks you're gonna get? People that aren't even into cars. You're like, what?
Crate
toes?
Street, Miranda Cosgrove, and
I
feet
got
pics.
him. Bang the line.
He's fucking skipping through the whole
Yeah,
podcast.
I wonder
going
what
back and
Miranda
forth.
Cosgrove's feet look like. Jason probably knows, but I mean,
Oh, he's got it in his
I
archive.
gotta
He's
ask
looking
him for
right
the
now.
plug. He's at the secret. He's at the secret folder on his phone.
I'm not
Wow.
gonna lie, right? Jason probably has a secret door that leads to a secret room with pictures of toes.
Probably.
Do you guys
Whole
watch?
library.
Did you guys ever watch Hey Arnold?
Yeah.
Remember
too young for
remember Helga's
The shrine.
shrine to Arnold?
Arnold?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's your shrine to feet.
Oh God.
Dude, we're painting this like the worst narrative for you. You're gonna be a meme soon.
Well, you're just lucky that I haven't seen it. I was too
My
young for
goal in life is to have this podcast be like Joe Rogan shit,
Yeah.
and then just have mad people finding Jason, and be like, "Yo, you're the guy that likes the feet," and
It's
then have
the
him sending
feet
pictures
guy.
of their feet to his phone and shit like that, and
We're
just
on
blow
our
his shit
way.
up.
You're gonna be famous for feet, dude.
That's
That's
not what I
I'm
want to be known
so-
for.
I'm
No, but you're
so
gonna be
excited.
famous for something.
it. Yeah.
Feet.
That's
Well, my goal in life is just to be better at Jason and everything.
Oh, so
so
you
send
better
him
up your
the-
feet game.
I'm not about that one.
Dude, you
might
better,
be
you better get
bigger
them
than-
weekly pedicures. Get the
Yeah.
toe game on fleek.
Well, just driving wise. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, toe gay.
Big important part about driving is your footwork.
Ah, shit.
How's that
Never
footwork?
mind.
I gotta finish a car so I can drive the toe gay with you
Yes.
and see who's better.
The tongue. You gonna battle on the tongue?
Yeah. Let me drive the Fit and see if I can keep up with that for us.
That thing's sick.
I'll probably huck it into a tree.
It's not fast enough to do that.
It's a momentum car. You just keep going.
It's a Fit on RE71Rs. You cannot fuck that car up.
It's so fucking baller.
Dude, it's-
Wow. Baller.
You should have put like 595s like everybody else. R's.
No,
Actually, no, SS's. Whoa.
I hate that tread pattern.
It's ugly.
It's very ugly.
People
You could
don't.
burn through them though. They're cheap.
People don't take into account an ugly tread wear or an ugly
ugly
tread pattern
tire.
or like ugly sidewall can really fuck a car up.
Oh, 100%. That's why we need to start talking about that.
Like,
I want on the website.
I want to switch to a 200 tread wear tire on the Type R just because the sidewall will look better.
Yeah. It's a thing. I mean, there's and when people put like I hate Michelin Pilot Sports because the way they look.
That's what I have.
Oh my god.
They're so ugly.
They're round.
Dude,
They're just
I straight up bought them because I was like, this is a great all around tire. It's my daily or whatever. And I put them on and I'm like, looking at it, I'm like, I really should have got some fucking like some
they're like
RT615s or
equivalent-
something.
They're equivalent to like boat shoes, man. They're like weird.
Well, the new
This just
Yokohamas.
Yo, I used to be hella about boat shoes. Fun fact.
I was going to, and then I was like, yeah, the
Like,
trend's dying. I'm
I
like,
got
get
a
out
pair.
of it.
I had
Yo, they're mad comfy.
You look like the type to wear that. Look at you.
Yo, they're mad comfy.
Did you
but,
not
like,
see his last Instagram post? Fucking pretty, man.
Damn.
Thanks, babe.
Dude, he's an ABB.
Asian baby boy.
Yo, well, he's single. Holla at him.
Oh yeah.
Chill. I'm broke. Can't afford you guys.
Yo, find him
We
on
did
Tinder.
not mention that, but okay.
Find him on Tinder.
Yes.
He spent half this podcast on Bumble.
So Tinder. What? You're on Bumble?
He was on
Both.
Bumble.
Yeah. Anything
Yeah.
good?
Nah.
You on Bumble?
No. Nope. No.
I've done
Actually,
it.
I was on Hinge and OkCupid. Terrible.
I'm on all four.
Facebook dating is a thing.
It's awful.
I'm terrified of people
have
that I
not
know
tried
finding
it.
me.
Yeah.
No, the algorithm specifically chooses people that you're not friends with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Spicy.
Wow. Of course you would know.
Actually-
it's one of the first thing it tells you.
Can they see your Facebook profile?
No.
No.
Okay, because mine's all shit posting. So like I'd be a walking red flag. My Facebook profile is not really a reflection of who I am as a person.
Not
Oh
gonna
no, I
lie.
can tell. That's why it's hilarious.
I mean, it is and it isn't.
I mainly use Tinder just to like
It's a facet of me, not a
send
the whole.
pickup lines to like girls and see how they respond.
What's your pickup line? What's your favorite?
Depends on like
What your
profile.
toe game is and shit.
No.
He just like it's just like an oral assault. His pickup line is just like a real attack.
It was like sometimes
Just a
it's
real
just,
like
like
I almost
type
wanna-
of thing. You
It
open
depends
up
on
the
the
message,
mood.
like, whoa.
I always want to make like a fake account to see if I'll like match with him and see what it.
fuck
really
yeah. I
be
was
like.
like, it depends on the mood, I guess, or something. Sometimes it was like, yo, come over now, and then they would just respond.
Come over now.
Yes. Now in all caps.
So you remember that serial like rapist or whatever it is for Miranda Cosgrove? He still lived. He's right here.
Nah,
That
it's just
body
like
is fake. Like it's
it's just
Jane.
like, but like they would respond. They'd be like, damn, why so aggressive? But it's just like, okay.
He responds, "You like that?" Holy! All right, we're never gonna end this shit.
Yeah.
We can talk about dating forever.
Oh, did I hate it so much?
It's you can't date this. Just this time.
I've
There's
hated,
no
I've
such
hated
thing.
every person I've dated. Just like through like the dating process. Like first date, I'm like, I've had enough.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Today, I was having dinner with my mom. I was like, yo, it's like the topic of girls came up, I guess, and like
She's wondering.
she was just wondering if I'm still dating or not, right?
Why is
Whatever.
Jason
She's
always
low-key
here?
Trying
She was just like, she over
You
here
hang
like,
with a lot of men in their car. You get dropped off by men late at night from their
You
cars.
have his pants.
You have his pants.
But anyways, I was like, I was like, nah, I'm still single, you know. I'm trying to just relax, right? Whatever. And I was like, do you want me to have a girlfriend? Whatever, right? She was like,
She's
it's
setting
whatever.
you up.
Right? It's whatever. And then she was like, and I was like, why don't you just find me one? She just like chokes on her food and she was like, yeah, okay. That's your job.
Imagine she just goes on there. She hits up like there's somebody down the street. It's like, oh,
No, but you
My
know,
son
it's
has a
like an
girlfriend.
Asian thing, like parents would try to put you on with somebody,
yeah,
but it's just like she was just
arranged
like,
marriages and shit
no.
too.
She was just like, that's your job.
Yo, I'm
I
at the
fucking
point where I'm
know.
just like, yo, get me an arranged marriage real quick.
You can get paid for that, like
Yeah.
That'd be
20
tight.
racks.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the dopest fucking Russian bride.
No, you don't have to buy it.
Nah, I'm gonna buy a Russian bride.
You're gonna buy a
Fuck
Russian
yeah,
bride.
bud.
Listen, think about it. You get paid
But if
to
you
have
get
a wife, so you can afford 10,000 Civics.
Yo,
Think about that.
I just want I want a sugar mama.
okay, don't ask me how I know this, but there is sugardaddies.com.
I
That's
know.
the real
Oh, I
thing,
know.
right? Wonder if there's one for sugar mamas.
I mean, I'll take a sugar daddy too. I'm just not trying to get fucked in the ass.
Yo,
Like yo,
Holy
yo,
shit.
yo, I'll walk around and hold a 60-year-old dude's hand if you gonna buy me fucking 35 Honda Civics, dude.
I mean,
My price is in Honda Civics.
but he might pipe though.
I'm not trying. I don't.
What
think-
if that's like
Can he get
your
it up?
final? You might be there for a while. I mean, if you
but you got 2
yeah,
seconds.
we're getting kicked off. That would be a thing.
I mean, I'll just walk around looking gorgeous, bro.
I mean, Jin could do that. Look, he's thinking about it right now. He's like,
Damn.
shit.
Chill.
Yo, get on.
My heart's with the ABGs.
So you hang out at Sojuba.
Nah, and actually, I've been
Yo,
there
but
like twice.
So you go to Sweet Waffles, then you go to Sojuba because that's where you follow the ABGs, huh?
Nah.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So I want a G-Wagon real bad. And the great thing about finding a sugar mama is she definitely already drives a G-Wagon.
That's a fact. You gotta slam it though.
What you gonna do
Nah,
with the
fuck
G-Wagon though? You just gonna pull up to a Starbucks drive-through?
Nah, I'm gonna just drive it reckless. Nah, yo,
I'd
I'm
park it.
just idle everywhere. Those things sound so beastly at idle.
I've never
They're so good.
heard one that actually like.
One of my favorite things I've ever driven.
I would just open. And
I
close
buy
the
one so
door.
we can have that experience.
Bauta. Yo, they're
Opening
mad
the doors
expensive.
when you guys are driving down the fucking mountain. Holy shit! I saw that video and was fucking crying.
Did you know I was in front and I looked at my rear view? It was just them like going back. I was like,
I was like, hell yeah.
somebody is
Yo,
bored.
it took us 3.5 hours to get off the Kankamangas Highway.
Yo, tell
We
me.
we were bored. This is what we did for entertainment. Is we blasted
Keep in mind we had no cell phone
we,
service.
we blasted that Texas rap and we're swanging
Yeah.
in a Honda Civic.
That's the only way to do it.
Dude, the worst part is I drove Jason's car right at the end, and that's when all the traffic hit.
That sucks.
Yeah, so it was me and Jason chilling in the Civic.
Yo,
Oh, Jason
fucking
fucking knew.
swanging.
He's like, yeah.
Yo, I hit 2 fucking corners, and it's just traffic. I'm like, motherfucker.
Hey, you took care of his feet for him, man. He's got to rest them. He needs it for the content, bro.
Yo, he had to arrest those fucking puppies, dude. Don't do that ever again. I think we need to end on that note because this is only going to disintegrate further.
Please.
Seriously.
Please.
So thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
I love you. Do you want to plug your stuff?
My stuff.
Your stuff.
Swipe up,
You
swipe
could,
up.
yeah, swipe up on everything. You could find me at _JSpec. I might change the name because I'm an idiot and no one's ever going to find me. Or you can find me on Crate Street, cratestreet.com. Actually, I think it's the Crate on Facebook because I'm a moron. But, yeah, I'm not that difficult to find.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty easy. So, nah, not that easy. But thanks for having me, dude. It was fun. We're definitely going to do more of this shit on or off the mic.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about Miranda Cosgrove and feet with you.
Dude, we need an update on her. Where the hell's Sam?
Yo, where's Gibby?
Yo, Gibby. Gibby.
Yo,
Toes!
yo.
Sorry.
Damn it.
Yo, Jeanette McCurdy, who played Sam. There's nudes out there.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna show you. She's fine.
Yeah, and then she lost a ton of weight, man.
I still love her.
No, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
All right. This is...
Dude, this is never gonna end.
Yo, you know,
I don't even know how to end this.
you know who's wildly fine is Hillary Duff.
Dude,
Yo, she got the fatty.
where the fuck
She
did
got
that come
the
from?
fatty, bro.
Yo, can we just talk
Yo.
about that girl from the AT&T commercial?
Yo, that
Have
chick,
you not seen that? Yo, she got
that chick is
melons.
hung, bro.
Yo.
She's got a dick.
Yo, she got the chesticles,
Oh, sorry.
dude.
Yo.
I thought you meant
I'm
hung.
just telling you, AT&T's been
Yo.
hiding that signal, yo.
Yo,
Alright,
that labia majora is going crazy. We need to leave. Goodbye, everybody.